boy been cheat on miss.
Yo. I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 buzz. Niggas switched up like a bitch, say they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth. And new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only around if they mooching off it. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off it. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that cake. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk gon' get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's don't go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands, long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I said it, nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I meant Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live, well I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake them up, cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Old homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be that kill something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow the shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and think it's shit sweet. Niggas fags, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch, I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live, well I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
Y'all pull up. Holla at your boy, man. We about to go up tonight, man. And check this out. We 8 hitters away from 2K. Shut alive, man. Tell a friend to come on in, man. Y'all know what it is. Man, listen, it's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV. Yeah, man. Without further ado, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide. Yeah, man. And tonight, you know what I'm saying, we just gonna go in on a couple of things, man. YSL Woody. He tripped over himself today. It was a bad look on both ends, you know what I'm saying? Prosecution, you know, that state, you know, they've been looking bad for a minute. But Woody actually looked bad today. I think Woody might have folded under pressure a little bit. But before we go into that, I said we got Angel, the real boss. Dotson Jones in the building. We got Anissa in the building. We got Divine Black Rose in the building. Yeah. We got Chocolate 16. Salute to you. Macario, what it do? What it do, bruh? Glad to have you in here tonight. Ashley in the building. Positive vibes in the building. You know what I'm saying? Same old day one hit squad, you know? And we just rocking out, man. But yeah, these are the two things in particular that I want to touch base on. Basically, the YSL trial, man, it's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Woody had to go back to court, as y'all know. And Woody came back and he was flossy. He was extra flossy. You could tell he really got to a bag following his last time in that courtroom. All the 20v1s and all the interviews with DJU and Say Cheese, and you know, he went on a tour. So much so that the people started really hating on Woody, YSL Mundo in particular. You know what I'm saying? And hey, we see why. Woody came in that thing, man, jazzing on a mug. You know what I'm saying? Wing tips. Had his suit on with a nice little tie. He was dressed to the nines, man. But I really believe that Woody did better when he just had a long sleeves tee and some Dickies on, man. Yeah. Cause today the prosecution, the attorney that was questioning Woody, she was rested. She just come off a 2-week vacation. And she was ready for all the shenanigans, man. We're gonna recap it all. Man. And we're gonna take a look at the interview that Blacc Sam did with Big Boy TV. Y'all familiar with Blacc Sam, you know what I'm saying? Of the Askadon family. Older brother of the late great Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over a little bit of that interview, react to it, and yeah, man. After that, it is what it is. We're gonna lock in and you know what I'm saying, see what a night take us, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Snipes, what it do, big homie? Appreciate you tapping in all the way from the great white north. It's my dog from Toronto. Yeah, man. So hey, man, check it out. And listen, his squad, I need y'all to be locked in because I may have some exclusive coming this week. This week I may have some exclusive as it relates to the Finesse 2 times OG Boo Dirty saga. So y'all just stay tuned, fam. Y'all just stay tuned. Yeah. Because if y'all been following social media, you know what I'm saying, you may have seen a couple of things that was kind of out of the ordinary. You feel me? So yeah. People want to talk. We're gonna see. Man, what Ashley talking about? Man, yeah, the interview with Blacc Sam Snipes. Yeah, we're gonna go through that too. I said Woody was dressed like Bumpy Johnson today. He couldn't recall, and then he recalled everything. Yeah, he started talking. I'm talking about he started talking. Man, I'm like, hold up, Woody. This ain't the game plan. I thought we were supposed to keep it G. You know what I'm saying? And I also heard that they had Mechanicsville Day in Atlanta yesterday, and I think that turned deadly. You know what I'm saying? So people got shot at Mechanicsville Day. And I believe Woody was out there. I'm not sure if all that action was meant for him, but what was meant to be a good day, a celebration, turned deadly, man. And prayers up to them people. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I swear, it's like we can't go nowhere, fam. Can't go nowhere without a bunch of guns and ammo. You feel me? I missed that part. I only seen the first part And he told the judge, I lied, and lied. Yeah. Yeah. Woody didn't look good today. Woody didn't look good today. So I'm thinking that we may I think the Nip Hustle part, let's start with Nip Hustle and then we'll get into YSL Woody. I just want to go through this and get a grasp of what Blacc Sam is talking about with Big Boy. So if y'all locked in with me, y'all lock in with me. J Rail, what it do, home? Salute to you, man. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, fam, as y'all come in the door. And we're finna get into this whole situation, man. Yeah, that way.
Man, I think as a partner, as someone from the outside looking in, right? I remember just what that day felt like when Nip passed. My mom passed on March 31st as well, right? So literally, I went to my mom's grave and I was doing a comedy show probably like the night or two before. And I wanted Nip to record me a drop like, oh, we'll see Big Boy's comedy show. He didn't get around to it. So literally on the way home, I was like, man, when I get home, I'm going to call him like, oh, it's successful and, and do what we usually do, bro. And when I got to the house, I remember my man Fuzzy, he had hit me up and he said, man, I'm over here by Marathon. He said, something's going on over here. He said, they got it blocked off.
But that was a sad day. Let me tell y'all, that was a sad day. I remember it just like yesterday, man. On a Sunday, as a matter of fact. And I remember getting the news. I just posted on Facebook, hey, hustle pull through, fam. Please pull through. And one of my partners hit me and he's like, hey, it's too late, bro. He already gone. It's crazy.
And I was like, man, he said, I'm gonna try to get closer. And when he called me back, he said, man, they're saying something happened with Nip. What was that day like for you, bro? And did you feel any premonitions before we lost Nip?
100%, man. I think, man, we just, it's my cousin's birthday, so I want to say the night before, Nip took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills, me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro, not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of bit politics, getting into it with certain people. Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing.
So basically what he's saying, hey, they're gonna crash out behind Khaled. They had Khaled in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Crenshaw and Slauson in the heart of South Central, and these boys live by a code. Well, there's a code that exists where they live at. And if you don't abide by that code, you fall victim to the circumstances, i.e. P&B Rock. If you're a celebrity, you got any type of status, you know what I'm saying, in the words of James Prince, you got to check in. Yeah, and the landlord in that section is none other than Eugene. I'm not even going to say his name. Big U. Yeah. So in that section, Big U is the landlord. You know what I'm saying? So you need to check in. Because if not, and this was all a part of the whole process.
Nobody saying nothing to Khaled. Nobody doing nothing to Khaled. And he's straight and hustle, frontline that. And, we felt like certain people didn't like that.
I wonder who. Certain people didn't like the fact that they brought Khaled to the hood. And Khaled didn't have to pay a toll. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth. And, we appreciated Khaled for showing up and coming to the hood and doing the video, and you know, we knew that this was gonna be one of them ones.
So if you remember the Higher video with Nip Hussle and Khaled and John Legend, you would know that most of that video was done atop a parking garage in downtown LA. They had one part that was done in front of Dorset Village where Nip used to stay, in the heart of their hood. That was the only on-ground footage that you see of Khaled because they was trying to protect Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Khaled. That song was fire. Yeah, they won a Grammy for that. Nip won one posthumously.
Videos, man. Hustle brought DJ Khaled to the hood, and you know, had John Legend in the other scene. So we at Wally's, and we just chopping it up about a lot of shit, man. Just, you know, making sure that we on point in security, and when we pull up, it's, you know, we like, Hustle, when you pull up to the shop, call us. He like, bro, I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. And we like arguing and just, you know, but turn into, you know, a little bit of that, and then back to the, you know, celebrating bro, Adam's birthday, and Hustle got us the back room, and, you know, family there chopping it, and just us four. And we stayed there forever, man. And when he walked out, we all walked out the back room of Wally's.
You could tell this boy still hurt. You could tell. And one thing I can say, and I said that I look at them side eye because they basically, Nip came up short and it shouldn't have happened. But if you know the timeline, Nip pulled up unannounced to the Marathon store. He pulled up to meet a OG who just got out, and was gonna get him a few things out of the store. And hell, wasn't nobody at the store but Cowboy, Ren Paul, somebody else. I can't remember off the top. That's been 5 years ago. But yeah, he pulled up unannounced and he just kicked it. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son all the time, my son loves Crocs. I said, son, you know what I'm saying? It's cool when you on the inside with them Crocs, but man, don't wear Crocs everywhere because you don't know what type of funk you gonna get into, what type of skirmish. You might eat something as simple as running from a dog through the neighborhood. You don't need no Crocs on. But that's how Nip was dressed. Nip had slides on, you know what I'm saying? He had his basketball shorts on, had a white tee and a do-rag on. Too comfortable. Slipping, you feel me? Absolutely slipping.
I think Rivera, one of the guys that filmed the video, just happened to be there. And so he see us walking out, he's like, oh, Hustle, what's up? And he's like, man, what's going on? He's like, bro, they just sent me the first edit of the video. And so he pulled it up and he like, man, look at this, bro. You look amazing, bro. You about to do movies after this. Look at this shot. And so Hustle seen it, and Hustle was smiling. Hustle was happy. He seen the shots of the video. He's like, man, he's telling him like, bro, ain't no more small time shit, man. After this, nigga, your shit going out the roof. And so, you know, we was all happy and shook hands with them, and then we left. And that's the last.
So that's Adam to the far right. Of course, that's Hustle in the middle. That's Hustle Dad in the back, and that's Blacc Sam to the far left, man. That's a dope picture. That's a night before they took him down. Tell him hit of the Crocs for the crib, but outside you gotta be, yeah, I told him, man, put on some sneakers or something, bro. You never know what happened. You never know what happened. You know what I'm saying? You might encounter a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Come on, boy, like to walk around the hood and bounce the basketball, you know? Yeah, it's crazy.
Last interaction, bro.
And that was the night before?
The night before, Saturday.
And so Sunday, what was that morning like for you, Sam?
Sunday, it's regular Sunday, man. I think we had spots in the hood. So one of the spots we had little weed spots.
Nah, you right. He couldn't have outran no bullets. And if you'd have seen this, I'm pretty sure everybody done seen the footage. Yeah, I mean, it was just plain and simple. You know, Buddy Kent walked up to him, you know what I'm saying, after he walked off, and he walked back up to him and downed him. And, you know, Nip looked up at him and said, "You got me." And Buddy commenced to, you know what I'm saying, firing off shots and whatever else. Man, that's some of the saddest. Everybody talking about they want to see the dog footage, man. If it tops what happened to Hustle, man, I damn near don't even want to see it, just to be honest with you. Because that was some sad footage.
24-hour spot. And I think it was my boy who usually do one of the shifts. I had to cover one of the shifts. And so I think I was in it all night. And the morning shift came in and I ended up leaving. And so my goal was to go to the house and sleep a couple hours and then go back to the shop and close the shop up for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so I guess he was gonna come through, and yeah, because it was about 3, so he would set at the shop till about 8 o'clock and lock everything down, him and Cowboy, but it didn't turn out that way.
So I'm at Granny's house, sleep on the floor, and this phone just going crazy, man. It woke me up, and I picked the phone up, and forget who called me, man. I just hear people screaming in the background, and they like, man, bro got shot. So I just immediately just run out the house, and just jet out the door. My grandma was in the living room watching TV, so she seen me run out, didn't close the door, just got in the car. My grandma's on 5th in Slauson, so the shop is maybe like 6 blocks away. So I just ran every light, every stop sign, and get there, and man, it's just going crazy, man.
Yeah, sad set of circumstances, fam. Yes, and he hit Nip twice, ran off. Before he can get around the corner of the building, he came back, hit Nip 2 more times, getting ready to run across the parking lot. Don't know what he was thinking because his transportation was down around the corner through the alley. But he came back and basically kicked Nip head like he was punting a football and dipped out. The OG that came to get the shirts, he was struck. Nip's homeboy, Rampal, he took off like a track star. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they had no fire on him or not, but they sure ain't reached for it. Cowboy, he stayed in the shop till everything was, you know what I'm saying, copacetic. Then he came out to check on Nip, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. To have all of that structure, all of that paper, and to see that man just perish on the sidewalk like that was just, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Damn.
Everybody screaming, and I just see bro, and I'm just, it's fucked up, but bro still breathing. I think Kev Mack was like talking to him and trying to tell him, breathe, stay with, just breathe, bro. So I'm looking, trying to.
They said if Nip had survived that, he probably would have been in the chair for the rest of his life. But you know what I'm saying? It just went in the cars, man. And baby, they absolutely set that man out. He was a sent out.
you know, we need to figure this shit out. So somebody had the ambulance on the phone, and everybody screaming. I was just like, man, shut the fuck up, man. It's just like you know, take the phone, and I'm trying to talk to the ambulance. They say they coming, and they telling me, you know, I'm asking them like what do we need to be doing? And so they telling me to try to administer CPR on bro, and asking me, is he breathing? I'm like, yeah, he's still breathing, you know. And just try to do the best that we could. And finally, you know, police came and ambulance came, and they took him. And so I'm just praying, you know, I had faith that bro was gonna be all right.
Just went in the cars, fam. I am She Johnson. Salute to you. Salute to you. It just went in the cars, fam, and his scene was similar to Dolph's. People came from everywhere, man. People came from absolutely everywhere. Brought candles. It was wild.
And you know, then I had a lot of people shot in that parking lot. And we, you know, I done drove multiple people to the hospital, and you know, I'm like, man, if anybody make it, bro gonna make it for sure. And that was the ride to the hospital, man. Just praying, and you know, I was confident bro was gonna be good, man. And just couldn't understand it, man. It's like the Twilight Zone after that. Everything I believed in, or my faith in, shattered. But
Did you get word like right then? Did you follow?
yeah, followed the ambulance, and I think got out, and so I was trying to go to the doctors and ambulance. I think J-Rock, then one of the ambulance told J-Rock something, and he came to me. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to hear that, man.
And J-Rock was security. J-Rock should have absolutely been there. J-Rock was given the Sunday off, man. He was given the Sunday off to do whatever, and he just wasn't there. You know, nobody was there. But no good deed goes unpunished. I mean, we see it every day, bro. Dolph being a philanthropist in his neighborhood, in his city, giving back. No good deed goes unpunished. Nip was about to bring everybody together. The Hoovers, the Grapes. He had respect everywhere he went. But no good deed goes unpunished.
Trying to figure it out and go talk to them, and then go to the doctors, and then my mom and family was there, and then everybody's screaming, and just walked out. It's fucked up, but
When you walked out, you knew then?
yeah. Yep. Yep. You know, still can't understand it, honestly. Just it's Twilight Zone, man. Don't understand. It shook my whole belief in whatever I believed in, and you know.
Just imagine coming from nothing. It's you, your big brother, your sister, and your mom. Y'all get it all the way out the mud. Y'all got a hustler mentality from day one. And y'all build up what y'all build up to the point where people are literally coming at you, throwing money at you. Sign with us, not sign with us, not sign with us. And the only thing you can think about is where you come from. You build technology centers. You build playgrounds. You give back to the kids. You build work study spaces, you know, and a money hungry bastard basically put some bread on your head, get you out of there, because you won't cut him in. Man, we got to do better as a people, fam.
Man, that's one of those, it's wild too, because we thought we had it like rough that day. Right. But when we started hearing calls or we started piecing things together, man, and the first thing I thought, you know, you started thinking about family. You know, of course you pop up, then I'm hearing certain things and I was like, man, was Jay there? Because I knew we had heard it was a couple people, and I was like, when I called Jay, when he didn't answer, I immediately put him there too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I would always see them together, you know, and it's crazy because we never had a chance to talk, but I didn't know that y'all had that much conversation even the night before. Yep. About, man, you know, we got to move a little different. You know, we gotta make sure that security's on set, and, you know, bro doing his regular routine. Yep. You know, like at home, you know, with that, bro, it's like, not what is the first thing that you do, man, but where's headspace, man, because it's hard to just not, you know, either throw it all away or give it all up. Right. You know, because we got Nip as friend, music, whatever it may be. You know, y'all sharing bedrooms. That's like me and my bro. Right. You know?
That's a fact. That's a fact. And the boy was an innovator. He not only had merch, he had top of the line merch. He had technology where you could take your phone and scan the tag, and you had unreleased music from Nipsey. Just all type of crazy stuff. The technology that he had in the Marathon store had never been implemented before. He had this African dude that was killing it. Of course, that dude ended up getting a promotion to Rock Nation. Yeah.
You know, at some point, do you feel like any of this is worth it, or were you ready to throw it all away? Oh, no, man. Not 100%. Like, crash out, broad daylight, whoever. And, you know, we start figuring out who the streets were saying it was, and, you know, that's what the whole unit was like. Where's this nigga at? And, you know, that was the mind space at that point. Yeah. Aside from just dealing with, you know, the reality, you know, but it was go time, man. And, you know, they're gonna make sure the kids is good, make sure his kids is good, and make sure.
That's another thing. When he left here, he left 2-year-old Cross, and then he left his daughter Imani. Come on, man. Do it sound familiar? I mean, do it really sound familiar? It's foul. It's foul.
You keep going. Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like, Nip seeing somebody, Eric, and talked, and... I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You're gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You're gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it?
Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway.
Man, ain't no clothes to be sold if the bag ain't there, y'all. I mean, just perfectly honest. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they just fumbled the ball on this one, man. Yo, what's going on? Hope you're doing all right tonight. Yeah, we our own worst enemy. We our own worst enemy. It's just Lord have mercy. You know what? I didn't think about that, Superfly. Yeah, they both are. Absolutely. Yeah, they sure are.
And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation, probably seen nobody was in the doorways, checked Hustle had on shorts, checked everybody else, left. They say came back with a red shirt on.
Peeped the scene, came back with a red shirt on.
Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever. And
So that is the throw off to try to make it look like somebody else did it. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird because you literally came over there and stood in front of all them cameras and talked to this man for a good 5 minutes. Not thought out at all.
he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So, and can't nobody tell me nothing about that because it just don't make no sense. It's not random. You know, I know Hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hustle because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to Hustle wherever you find him at. But on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble. And if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left.
Say you're gonna come, you're gonna be respectful. And if you don't, hey man, ain't nothing but Nikes. You gotta read these Nikes, fool. Or in Hustle case, Pumas.
Tell me everything I need to know. It was no argument. You know, it was no sense of threat. Because with that come, like, hey, be on deck. Yeah, it was none of that. It was just, you know, to me it was, let me come through, let me see what's going on, and then let me, you know, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, you know, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and you know, whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't. To me, that don't. Whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that.
Right. You know, Nip telling him, bro, your name on paperwork, man, you probably don't want to be around here right now. that don't justify nobody doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the get back, oh man. And they got back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason. And Mag got the reverses. I mean, he got the, charges reversed because Hustle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But I think it's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. He hadn't been in the hood like that. They're saying he had some like a snitch jacket on him, or he couldn't come around. Me personally, Hustle, Fats, like we seen a lot of the homies raised because we at that shop 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. Before it was the Marathon store, when it was Slauson T, Slauson Ave, we had weed spots all in the hood. So we seen a lot of the young homies raised, from kids to teenagers to adults. We watched them. They know us. We know them. Anything we throw in the parking lot, if you're from that area, if you're from the 60s,
you should be invited. Yeah, I mean,
from the 30s to the 100s, when Hustle throw something in that parking lot, you coming.
Yeah. That's just how they had it, man. Even in the even in a volatile intersection, a 60s neighborhood, and if you know them neighborhoods, you got the Hoovers not even 2 miles away. Everybody is on top of each other, but he had that area locked down. He had it locked down. He did it the right way, and he still came up on the short end of the stick. And it's a shame. It's a shame that, you know what I'm saying, somebody that looked like us, you know what I'm saying, would pull that off. But, it's par for the course. We see it every day.
From whatever it is. You in the hood, you smoking weed, you come to our spots. He was never at any functions. He was never at any grand openings. He was never at anything Hustle was doing. He was never at any shows. It's because he wasn't good in the hood. So all this other shit niggas is talking about, I don't know it. He wasn't good. He wasn't good, and he was not good, and he was not around for a reason. And to that point, we didn't see him.
Well, if they name you Shitty Cuz, then you automatically know that your face card ain't good, and that's basically a name you're gonna give to a crash out. And I really believe Big U handpicked him. At one point, he said he got paid $75,000 to do this. You know what I'm saying? They probably scraped the internet, but at one point, bro said he got paid $75,000 for this.
Hey, Sam, why was it important to you and to the family to make sure that LA had a chance, and the world really? Because I was people flying in from Japan, Germany. Why did y'all feel that you wanted to make sure that you did it at, was it Staples? At Staples Center, and take Nip, through every neighborhood? Why was it important for you to share that with us?
Now, before he goes into this, man, there was a sentiment, especially on this app, that, you know what I'm saying, who is Nip to be funeralized at the Staples Center? Okay, he was good, he was okay, but you know what I'm saying, only other person that got funeralized at the Staples was Michael Jackson. So y'all saying he on that level? No, this is some Rock Nation, yada, yada, yada. He been explaining, and it make perfect sense. It's kind of sad, but it make perfect sense.
Honestly, it was God. It wasn't, it was Hustle and God, because we were just, going through it. Obviously, man, we gotta get this funeral handled the right way, and we're trying to hit churches and, blah, black churches, black preachers, and nope.
They were afraid to touch it.
So we couldn't find a venue. And so that we just like, this is crazy, man. And I think Karen.
Yep. Karen Civil. But yeah, none of the churches would take Hustle. Yeah. And it wasn't like Hustle was no notorious gangster, but he was gang related. And they didn't want all them gangsters at their church. I think this is what, and you know, I don't know. I can't say. But somebody should have stepped out on faith. But it's good that they didn't, because it wasn't in the cards. You know, they did it at the Staples Center, and he got laid to rest in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it happens for a reason. And this is Karen Sybil.
So that we just like, this is crazy, man. And I think Karen Sybil came and was like, we gonna figure this out. And she reached out and ended up like, man, we got the Staples Center on deck. And I think, you know, LeBron and Live Nation, you know, Rock Nation, everybody.
Yeah, Kobe was after Nip. Of course. You know what I'm saying?
I pulled the resources together and made phone calls. And, you know, after weeks and weeks of like, we can't get a venue. Like, look, this is, we got the Staples for bro. And so at that point, it was like, all right, man, we gotta make sure we do this the right way for bro. And just trying to plan it, and people came and supported and helped plan it and, you know, make it happen. Definitely the family was appreciative of that. And just driving through the city, man, I think, you know, I know how much, you know, the city meant to bro and how much bro meant to the city.
This was crazy. So they had him going through the city. You know what I'm saying? He got the Eritrean flag, the flag of his dad's native nation on the casket. Got the Nation of Islam, you know, guarding the car. But this was crazy, man. If y'all seen this procession, y'all remember this procession, this was absolutely crazy. And it just showed you the love that people have for Nip, man. It's wild.
And we like, man, we gonna drive through all of LA, through everybody hood in LA. And, you know, so much, you know, pushback, like, nah, we can't do that. Police, you know, we're not giving y'all an escort. Man, fuck y'all, we don't need y'all escort, man. You know, it's gonna be too many problems going through different people's neighborhoods. I'm like, man, we gonna go through every neighborhood in LA and nothing's gonna happen. Watch. Mm-hmm. People gonna be out there salute.
And we did, bro.
Yep. 100%.
Did you feel like you were just on automatic? Like you weren't in the moment? Did you just feel like you were just kind of floating through it?
Yeah, you knew the just going back and piggybacking off of what he just said, you know the cops weren't gonna do it. You know, that man had a horrible relationship with the cops, and then soon as he get knocked off, well, you know, Nipsey was supposed to have a meeting with us to see what we all could come to a decision about gang violence. I don't believe that. Never have.
You know, it was just, you know, hardest time in my life, and for the family and everybody, man. But, you know, it's just, you gotta follow through, man, and you know, send bro home the right way. And, you know, to this day, man, it still seemed like not real that bro was gone. But at that time, yeah, it was, you know, hard, man, you know. One thing I tell people, man, I never done drugs in my life. I never thought about doing drugs because I seen, you know, I had uncles, and I always, drunk grandfather, I always was like, man, I'll never be that, you know. So I don't smoke, you know. I'm anti.
he anti, but they got the whole dispensaries And that marathon OG is strong as you can get. Real talk.
It's the only time in my life that I ever just thought about like doing drugs because I can't deal with it. You know? So
make it go away.
Yeah, it's something there's no way to handle it. So, didn't, but that was the only time in my mind I'm like, okay, this is why niggas, this is when a nigga can't deal with this shit. Like, there's no way to fix this. This is hopelessness. That's the feeling at that point.
Is it kind of like the gift and the curse too, Sam, where you're reminded all the time, and that's love.
Right.
But even when you go by and you see like a mural,
right,
there's no day where because it's gonna be on you every day anyway.
Yeah.
This is the crazy part. Man got a whole mural outside the old Marathon store, and folk, they had to take it down because folk kept vandalizing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids that was probably in elementary school when Nip passed, and now they want to get stripes, bruh. That mural was probably one of the most popular murals in hip hop history. IMC Johnson said she went to the Marathon store. I'm pretty sure that she stood behind that Shell station and posted up and got pictures of that mural. I got family that went there and got pictures in front of that mural. And for them to have to erase it due to people constantly vandalizing it is a damn shame. Russell Douglas, what it do, man?
But there's no day that it's not a video, a picture, a song on the radio, somebody rocking the merchandise, a mural, that, not that becomes kind of normal to you, but how do you deal with that? One moment at a time?
Yep. I think, the murals, I'm happy when I see bro on the murals, even shirts, man, I'm happy when I see, bro, because I know his goal was to inspire and,
hustle and motivate. Plain and simple. Hustle and motivate, man. Yeah, Superfly's gone, bruh. Cowboy painted over it about 3 months ago.
That's like proof. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. That's the proof that he did what he wanted to do. I used to be like, man, we got to get to the money and, get this shit. And he's like, yeah, we're going to get to the money, bro, but this shit bigger than that. So I think, my bad, bro. I think that's just a reminder, like bro lived his purpose. So it's a good thing.
He definitely lived his purpose. You know what I'm saying? One of his biggest quotes is, if I die today, I'll make the set proud, nigga. No, that's facts. He absolutely did.
Hard things probably is like people trying to take pictures, and that shit never easy. Because I don't, I never been taking pictures. And so when people, like, that's a hard thing for me.
With you?
Yeah. Right. That's the hard thing. Because it's like, I know that's when it's like, okay, I know why. Like, man. But obviously you understand why, so they're showing love to bro. So it's like, okay, come on. But that for me, that's the going through day, and then somebody, oh, bro, that just brings me back into the mode. Like, all right. That for me, that'll never be. I'll never be able to deal with. I'll never get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheik Johnson. He had ownership in that Fat Burger around the corner as well. So I mean, he's an entrepreneur, and you know, if you were in that square at Crenshaw and Slauson, they bought out the cell phone store. They didn't buy out the restaurant, the one that Holder went into to get that chili burger or whatever he got. But they had Baba Leo's, the seafood place. They had the barbershop. You know, he was building a small empire in the hood, right where he came from. You know what I'm saying? Right down the street from his house, right around the corner from Granny's house, 59 and Fifth Avenue. You know what I'm saying? To do that and to know. So, C. Johnson, if you were there, then you know across the street is Louisiana Fried Chicken. These boys absolutely started across the street on the curb selling socks and t-shirts. And to go from doing that to owning that whole shopping center is remarkable, man. And to have some haters, some real live haters just step in and snatch it from them, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
When Nip says the marathon continues, that really means something. Either different today or there's so much that's valid to those words, bro. Why is it important? And I mean, just the work that you guys been doing collectively with keeping the brands and ownership and taking care of the kids and the family, you know, with the marathon continues, why is that so important to you, Sam?
When I hear other people say it, marathon continues, you know, I appreciate it. You know, for me, I can't say the marathon continues. Just for me, I can't because bro not here. So it's hard for me to say, but when I hear other people say it, I like it, and you know, it'll never be the same without bro here. But like you said, man, us trying to just continue things that he started and wanted to accomplish. I think it's our duty, man. Get this documentary out, get it done correctly.
Let's go.
You know, obviously his kids, my niece and nephew, you know, make sure they understand who their dad fully was and what he.
So Cross may not understand, but I fully believe that Amani knew who her dad was and the stature that he carried and the love that he garnered in the community. You know what I'm saying? Cross was just 2 when Nip left here. But Amani, she knew what it was. She knew what it was, man. If they make a documentary, that's finna go through the roof, fam. Like real talk. Cause Nip got a cult following. It's kind of like Dolph. Like honestly, his following ain't the mainstream following. It's a cult following, fam. So, and they support anything that he do, you know, or anything that's done on his behalf. Y'all saw how Nip dropped the Crenshaw CD and sold it for $100, and people was lined up. The man was a natural born hustler. We selling this CD for $100 at pop-up shops. And if you buy it, then I'm gonna perform. Yeah, I'm gonna perform right here at the pop-up shop. Come on, fam. Natural born hustler. And then your boy Jay-Z, he swoops in and he buys I forget how many he bought. I think he spent like 100,000 on them CDs, but yeah, he did 2 CDs like that. He did the Crenshaw CD, and I think he did Slauson Boy like that. Slauson Boy 2. But he had a whole campaign called Proud to Pay. Dope concept.
He did, and also, you know, the fruits of his labor and making sure that they have, I think is the mission. You know, make sure that they got everything that they need, and you know, So I take comfort in knowing that, you know, we working and we building, and this is something that their father, you know, started, and that they have, and they're gonna take over, pass down to them.
Do you still hear Nip or any words?
Yeah, 100%. I hear, you know.
Snipes, when my nephew got unalived in December, we couldn't get a church either. We had one of my old school homeboys pulled a couple of strings. Yeah, so they don't be wanting them steppers in them churches, bro. They don't want their churches shot up. They don't want, you know what I'm saying, certain aspects to take place. That's why, you know what I'm saying, in everybody neck of the woods, these kids probably being funeralized at the funeral home 9 times out of 10.
Every second, man, every day, 100%. Yep.
Man, well, I know we're talking about the documentary that's coming, man. You know, the legacy.
Yep.
You know, I feel like, Sam, you've been protecting it so well, and not making sure that it didn't get into the wrong hands, that there's nothing goofy. You know, as much as we love Nip, there's nothing like brotherly love, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just to even get up every day is, I'm pretty sure at times it is, and I know it had to be extremely hard, because I know what loss is too.
Yep.
And man, like, bro, I really thank you for sitting down with us, man.
Come on, thank you.
You know, and I know, like I said, when we first started off, this is something that you do.
Right.
And it took me some time to even want to, like, man, not even, oh, I need the interview, I need to sit down. But I just wanted to talk to you, you know, and I thank you for allowing me to sit with you and you to be this comfortable with me, bro. And, you know, on and off, we've had a chance to talk about you being comfortable.
Salute the big boy. You know, big boy, he put in his work. Now he get all the good sit-out interviews. So, especially on the West Coast, he got that locked. So, salute to him.
Nip loving what we do as well, man. And I want to be a part of preserving that legacy and continuing that legacy, man. And Sam, thank you for your time, bro.
Come on, 100% big. You know, since day one, you know, you've been supporting Hustle, us. You know, we was little listening to you, so it's an honor, and, you know, definitely Hustle loves you and had a lot of respect, and definitely appreciate you, all the support, and you know, 100%. I'm honored to be, you know, on this with you, man. So thank you, bro. For sure.
And I was talking about this box right here, man. Those boxes, when I flipped the box open I saw that I was in the box.
Right.
Bro, I showed that shit to my wife, Sam, and I was like, I know there's a billion pictures, bro. And to get in that box, man, is like, you can't tell me shit, bro.
Come on, you're part of the story, man. You're part of the history.
Ribbon, you know what I'm saying, man? So continue, bro. And you know you got my support and my love all the time, Sam.
Come on, man. Definitely appreciate you always.
Being off air with me, bro. I appreciate and love you, man.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
Once again.
Respect.
All the time.
Always.
Man, salute the Blacc Sound for being that guy, man. For being that guy, you know what I'm saying, to keep his brother's legacy alive. Doing it in a first-class way and being able to sit down and convey exactly what happened. And, you know, prayers out to him. Prayers out to Monty and Cross. Prayers out to Nunu, Lauren London. She doing pretty good, though. Let me see if I can find something for y'all. I probably done took this off. But yeah, they absolutely, man. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I want to show y'all this, man. This, man, I'm not even finna put no spin on it. I'm not even gonna narrate it or nothing. I want y'all to see this. Hit that like button. They vibing. They vibing, just vibing, playing dominoes. Got the big U shirts on and whatnot. Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, they on IG. They just vibing. That's why they don't do that. Hey, I want to beat that nigga up. I know they did it right here, man. Big man, big fella. That's why she killed on film, nigga. You did. If you really fuck the nigga up, nigga gonna be taking it like yeah, nigga. Man, I'm Dolo, nigga. This nigga's a bitch, cuz. Wait, what you waiting on, though? You don't know what you waiting on. Check this out. I don't know, nigga. What you waiting on? You got to tell us what you waiting on.
Justice for them. Justice for them.
That's a raw nigga right there, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's a raw nigga right there. Like, real talk. I mean, can you imagine? Yeah. 50, 55-year-old gang members, man. So, can you imagine? Let's switch it up. Oh, man. Appreciate Yo-Yo for the super stick. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being a supporter to the channel, for real. But can y'all imagine? Let's bring it down south. Just bring it down south. Just say that Juke was going live and somebody commented justice for Dolph. And he looked at it, read it, and started laughing. Y'all be ready to burn something down, fam. I never forget that. I will never forget that. Absolutely crazy. I can honestly hold out hope that something will shake and they will really get the person who was responsible for Nipsey assassination. I just look at it like if they got Keefe D, anything can happen. You feel me? If they got Keefe D, then absolutely anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Nip, first mistake was joining the 60s. Blacc Sam showed y'all there's another way. Absolutely. But that you know, Nip he was rolling 60s from a young age. That's what he gravitated towards. You know? Blacc Sam was always a hustler. Always a hustler. You know what I'm saying? It was never about nothing else but a bag. He was motivated. If Big U was really involved, niggas would have been took him out. Russell Douglas, Big U is a police officer, fam. It would take a whole show unto itself to show how long Big U been working for the 77 precinct, the program that he's involved in, that he's the head of, where he damn near makes his own salary. He's a snitch, man. That's why don't nobody touch Big U. But you can look it up. Yeah, Bud is a real live informant. He been working with them people for years. And he absolutely has something to do with it. He extorted Nipsey Hussle and Big U and Black Sam. Hold on a second, y'all. Black Sam actually shot at him in that parking lot. And it's a wonder he didn't kill him. You know, just basically, you know what I'm saying, keeping it a whole buck. Let's see here. Bro with the gray hair hitting up 60s. That's too funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They generational over there, though. They love it. They generational, fam. Rhonda L said, wow, IMCI relocated from the Bay, and I hate my husband didn't go to see it. Yeah, that was a painful, absolutely painful situation. Man, my boy want to come up here. All right, Ken, I'll let you come up. Let's go. I'll let you come up. Hold on a second. Link is in the chat. Kenny Adams in the building. What it do? Man, the 77 precinct, man. Come on, man. What up
What's
with
going
it?
on?
What's going on with it, bro?
Man, so the Nipsey Hussle situation is real bizarre because, after Nip got took out, they tried to acquire that location and the city blocked it. And the real reason behind Nip being took out is because if Nip would have stayed alive, he would have kept that store to the day he died. He would have never shut that store down, and the 60s would have stayed in that area where they've always been. So what's going on is they building a railway from San Francisco all the way down to Los Angeles, and it's going right through the district. They
It's
already been
going
working on it.
it's going right in front of that fat burger. I know it.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to get rid of that for whatever reason. So I think it was some politics involved in that.
Right. I can believe it was too. Yeah, that railway, not to mention the Rams Stadium, you know what I'm saying? And that railway was a shuttle to and from the that stadium. They plan to eventually get Olympics in that
Hmm.
area. They wanted they want to clear that whole area out, regentrify that whole area.
When really that Overhill area, the whole district area right in there, Baldwin Hills, like all that little area, like Fox Hill Mall. Well, that's kind of over in Sepulveda, but the Baldwin Hills Mall, like all that shit, is
Mm-hmm.
is really a nice area. And since regentrification, man, they trying to move all the black people out of that area. And you got to
Right.
remember, as long as Nip was alive, they was gonna keep that storefront.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna sell it. Period.
He was never gonna sell it, and it was gonna always be infested with the culture of the rolling 60s. So
Right.
he had to be infiltrated, and there was only one man willing to do that job.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big U. And you know, people don't understand how much power the 77 precinct gave Big U, man. They stayed on Nip Top. They kept running into that spot, man.
And at the
Uh,
time when it happened, I had just landed back in the city, and when I realized he was dead, first person came to my mind, Big U.
absolutely.
He had
Absolutely.
just came on from prison, and Nip had basically took over. Like he had just became like an icon in LA. Like
Right.
he was wearing red, he was going in any hood, and everybody loved him, and Big U couldn't stand that.
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
So,
It was he was bringing them hoods together too.
and you know what? He started working with the LA Police Department, and that's where he went wrong. And that's in my opinion.
Right.
You know, they
Mm-hmm.
they the government is not your friend when you are a person of power and authority, and you not like them. They not like
Right.
us. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we still at war with ourselves, but That's what happened to Nip, man. It was a political agenda going on because you think about it, Hitter, you ain't never seen a rapper get the street and the basketball court and everything changed in a matter of 24 hours.
Right, right. I think they
They was
named
trying
that
to stop it from popping off because they knew like we
right.
gotta, you know,
I think they named that whole intersection after him. Yeah,
yeah.
the Army is Ashkodam Square. But yeah, that's absolutely right, bro. They had to do something. But
It,
you're right, and I want to say this: Nip was moving with that type of energy to that makes people without melanin scared. You know, the Fred Hampton movie that came out a couple of years ago called Judas and the Black Messiah is absolutely 100% correct, bro. These people will look for that one person to rise up in our culture to lead. They've been looking for him. They're gonna keep looking for him. And Nip
it's
was
called
looking like
messianic
that,
power.
right? Nip was looking like that, bro.
Hmm.
Even though that he was just being great, but he was looking like that. Them folks were scared of Nip, man. They was absolutely scared of Nip, man.
Because Nip represented change. He
Right.
represented hope.
Mm-hmm. And they couldn't have that. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? It's money in gang banging. When you got people gang banging and people doming each other on a daily basis, you can ask for funds to help combat it. And when the crime is low, you don't need those funds. You feel me? So I mean, it's go ahead.
The truth of the matter is, you know, y- we got to get to a point where it's all about the USA, not what zip code you from, what area code you from, and them gonna be more like the last days. So, until we can come to a power within our own selves and have our own infrastructure and our own like it's being more evident when you're looking at the presidential election. Like it's all just kind of like foolishness, and we gotta Nip kind of should have been protected, but he wasn't because he was like one of a kind, and it's got to be more people like Nip. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's got to be more, which he is an inspiration, but it's got to
Hmm.
be more positivity and more giving back to the youth and more love and more caring.
Yeah.
Because that's what's gonna matter. Like his legacy gonna live on, and the people that hated on him, they just gonna go down as losers.
Right. Right. Absolutely right. I agree. I agree. But I do believe that something need to be done about Big U.
Man, we been knowing Big U did that, man. We been knowing it.
Yeah, for
He
years.
came home from prison. He was, broke, trying to extort Nip, just doing whatever he could. And at first, Nip was kind of rocking with him because he felt like he was the big homie, but Nip
Can
really
you
been
hear? Can you hear
respecting
me?
him.
Drop a one in the chat if y'all can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, we back. Okay.
Nip
Yeah.
lost respect for him because Big
Hmm.
U was sending people out on missions and people was going to prison. And he felt like that was wrong.
No, and he was absolutely extorting them boys, man.
He was.
Man, yeah. He brought them to the table so he felt like he could eat off of them forever. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we got to start letting the next generation through. You know what I'm saying? We can't be mad. We can't be wanting to kill and we jealous because even Michael Jordan got to retire. Stop it. These
Hmm.
dudes, they want to stay on top their whole life, and it's like, while you was on top, how did you treat people? Because if you treated
Hmm.
people good, you wouldn't have to be doing what you're doing. People would be giving them to you.
Oh, that's facts. That's
You
facts.
know,
And I'm gonna tell you something. That boy Black Sam absolutely love his brother. And I wouldn't put Black Sam. I wouldn't put past Black Sam getting some type of revenge. And because you could tell that he still is deeply hurt behind this.
he,
The pain never goes away, but you could tell that he still maybe grieving behind this.
Black Sam, man, they was threatening him. Remember, the Crips tried to buy the rights to the Marathon, the Crenshaw logo. Like
Yeah.
he been beefing with Big U subtly behind the scenes for the last few years.
Right. Right.
Ain't
No, that's
nobody
a fact.
stepped in. Shaq ain't said nothing. Snoop ain't said nothing because these politics, man. You live in L.A. Like they'll pull up and man, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
Them dudes
forgot
out there
about that,
kind of
bro.
man.
I
Ain't
forgot
nobody
about
said
that.
nothing.
Nah. And I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. That's
That's
why.
why I say Nip's first mistake was joining that gang.
Yeah.
Feeling less as a man, not believing in what his brother was saying, kind of being disobedient, wanted to move in that fashion. He should have
Mm-hmm.
stayed the course and stayed true to what his grandparents had raised him to be like, and stayed to that because it was in him. But he got mixed up in the LA streets.
Right. Absolutely.
When coming up in LA, you're gonna be mixed in with the streets, but you didn't have to join that gang, bro. And that right there, they was gonna extort. That's the whole part of joining the gang.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with a cat like Big U. And here's a fun fact: Big U never got quoted into the '60s. He just, you know what I'm saying? He just there, man. He's just there. He a big dude that was having a little motion, having his way back in the '80s, and you know what I'm saying? The legend behind Big U just propelled him to be like that guy. You know, but he
Man,
he he never was a crip, man.
Big U is a intimidator. He's a bully, and I don't expect for him to be around too much longer. Like he came out here to Atlanta. He was around,
Mm-hmm.
moving around in the A, and I know some people that he know, and it's like I'm thinking to myself, man, why y'all messing with this dude? Like, cause
Right.
he damn near he in Atlanta on like podcasts talking like he want to make Atlanta like LA, and I'm like Atlanta will never be like LA.
Facts.
Like it'll never be one person running no Atlanta, never. And that's where they
Right.
went wrong out there in LA. Like, like certain people got too much power, and they got people are afraid of him.
Right. I absolutely believe
Police
that.
or somebody, everybody afraid of him or something. But he working
Yeah.
with the police because Eric Holder said, "Hey man, I was supposed to get paid 75,000." See what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So they played you,
Mm-hmm.
Nip. Rest in peace
Yeah.
though, but they played you. Them people was acting like they was gonna work with you and they snaked you.
Yeah. I
They never
absolutely
they not gonna work with you.
nah. I absolutely believe that, bro. They snaked him. They got him on up out of here. But
How many NBA athletes you know come straight out of high school? You seen them go from elementary school, middle school, high school, go to college and go to the pros. That really don't happen like that. Every now
mm-hmm.
and then you get some lottery picks out of some of these cities, but they already got these kids at these college valedictorian schools. They already know who coming.
Hmm. No, I
All this
feel
stuff
you on
be
that.
like a lie and like a play. And Nip
Right.
broke the code, and Nip thought he could help.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to
He,
open up computer schools in the hood? Okay, we gonna fix you. You don't think all them folks in Hollywood got money to open up computer schools?
well,
Like, no, we trying to get
but
y'all up out of here.
but see that's the thing, bro. And they'll get a chosen few of us, bring us through the doors. And it's damn near like an agreement that you gotta, an oath you gotta agree to that you don't reach back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oprah Winfrey from Mississippi, fool. Why are you building schools in Africa?
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. Because a part of they pact is that you can't help your people. And for
Right.
whatever reason, how as you born and raised in America and you a so-called black individual and you make it out the struggle, and sometimes through the process of making it out the struggle, you realize that a lot of your people really don't want nothing. And they're not
Right.
willing to work hard, and you recognize a lot of character flaws that your people have. But once you reach a certain point, it ain't nothing else you can do with the money.
Mm-hmm.
They say Oprah
No.
got enough money to give everybody black in America $1 million and still be worth 5 billion.
Right. That's crazy.
But so all this is a game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be so hard on yourself. You gotta help people. You gotta love people, and you gotta enjoy life while you're here, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because your credit score and how much money you got in the bank, none of that matters.
Yeah, you can't take it with you.
Yeah, so they just trying to make it difficult for you to navigate to success in this world. None of that matters in God's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you can get your credit score fixed for a couple of $1,000s and you didn't even do it. It's all in the computer. It don't matter,
Right.
you know?
And
So
chocolate, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? The influence of gangs are pretty strong when you 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? And especially in Los Angeles, you
that's
know.
true. Back in that era, because we didn't have no fathers around. And you
Right.
know, the American way is violence. You know,
Facts. Facts. Macario
you gotta
said with
protect yourself.
Macario said with all the good, he was about gang violence. He was not about gang violence. He grew up out of that. But he didn't forget where he came from, and he tried to bring peace between all them sets. He really did. That's why he could move like he wanted to move because he had respect everywhere he went. Like real talk. All right, let's see here. She only built them schools to keep up with the narrative, the African continent. Yeah, I can see that. I can see
Man,
that.
listen, all these
Mm-hmm.
so-called athletes, they got 300 million. This dude got 300 million. Steph got a half a billion. LeBron a billionaire. Man, listen, if we are worth all this money, something is wrong. We not seeing nothing in these cities from these so-called half a billion and trillionaire people.
Right, right. No, that's a fact. Nobody's reaching back. Nobody's
Because it's
reaching back.
all fake. It's not true. It's not real. It's real to a
Mm,
degree for an entertainment level and for that's why they used to, you know, before Instagram and the internet, like, you know, artists were very stoic and hidden. You know what I'm saying? You only
right.
seen them at concerts, shows, stuff like that. Now it's kind
Hmm.
of wide open, you know what I'm saying, due to technology. So the
Yeah.
way they leverage their fame is a little bit different. But really, all these people got is fame. They don't even be having money like that.
No, that's a fact. They do. They don't be having money like that. And a lot of them, they cool with the fame.
I'm gonna
it's
ask you this,
it's
Hitter.
it's crazy
I'm,
that sound. What's happening?
they said R. Kelly amassed over $220 million in his musical 30-year run. Okay,
Hmm.
220 million.
Right.
So
And a lot of
now
them,
that
they
R.
cool with the
Kelly,
fame. You got to close that YouTube app out.
listen, now that R.
Hmm.
Kelly then went into his financial and legal woes, they saying that man ain't worth no money. Now ask yourself this: how could you work 30 years and build up
Hmm.
220 million, and then as soon as you start getting in trouble with the law enforcement, here it is, you ain't got no more money.
Oh, they froze it. They froze. As soon as the feds got him, they froze it. Hmm. Macario, what's the
Not
word, man?
What's up, brother? Can you
What's
hear me?
going on? Uh-huh.
All right. I'm just listening in, bro. I'm just listening in. You when y'all touched on, you know what I'm saying, that black energy, I wanted to be a part of it.
Okay,
for
well that's
sure.
cool. That's cool. Go ahead, Cinematic Kid.
You know, I was just saying that they all this stuff is entertainment. Even basketball, even the NFL. Like these folks be
Mm-hmm.
going broke, man. These NFL athletes go broke. Antonio Brown made 80 million. This man is broke. You know why? Because in your check, they taking half your bread off top, boy. That's gone.
Right.
If
Right.
you get a $500 million contract, 250 gone. But
Mm.
really, it's all entertainment, man. Just like the white girl, Caitlyn, whatever her name is, when she
Mm-hmm.
got signed to that WNBA team, they didn't even
Right.
have enough money to pay the girl, so Nike had to sign her to a shoe deal to do their dirty work.
Well, and I will say this, Ken. A lot of these folk don't be having the financial literacy to maintain his money.
Right,
They
right.
invest their money in a bunch of foolishness. Hey, I wanna say
Bro, you
I
can't spend
appreciate
220 million.
no, 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 that's a fact. Oh, you can. You can. Ask Man, listen. What MC Hammer was making back in the 90s wasn't 220 million, but it was a good number. He ran right through it.
He came out and said he was helping his whole community. He was paying everybody payroll.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I respect him
absolutely.
for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to do it, and when you first try it, it's gonna go broke. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to say thank you for the donation. I don't want to say your name. If y'all send a donation, please um put in the comments your YouTube name and any message that y'all want read, and I'll read it out. But this message is for I lost my son. Him and Nip had the same birthday. Love and condolences to you and your family. And
Mm,
I apologize for your loss. I hate to hear that about anybody. About
right,
anybody. We're not supposed to bury our kids. Our kids are supposed to bury us. Um, Lord have mercy. S-
man.
Not,
Salute to
hey,
you, and,
not
and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Real
not
talk.
to change the subject here,
Go
but
ahead,
black
bro.
people got to start asking themselves, why do they pay us so much to even join these leagues? Because they don't want a bunch of buff ass people walking around and tall ass kings walking around with nothing to do. So they get you to sell your soul with a little money and a little pot of gold, and they tell you you can't never go back and help them people.
Nah, it's distractions, bro. Every
I
enter
mean,
it's entertainment. It's to keep the people compressed and entertained and not focused. And and
right.
that and that's worth something. To keep
It's
people sleep.
control.
Oh yeah, that's worth something. Mm-hmm.
I mean, well,
Cypher.
you got to understand that the black woman is breeding these young men.
All right.
So they done empowered her, and you know what I'm saying. We got a lot to work on, bro. We can talk about it all we want, bro, but until we start building businesses in our community, in our front yard to our community, whatever it take, bro, start teaching our children to save money, start loving other people, start taking care of other people. It's over with because business, we ain't nowhere near the corner stores. We ain't nowhere near the gas stations. We ain't nowhere near the laundry mats. We ain't nowhere near the restaurants. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, well,
What's
we ain't nowhere near the steel mill. We have no businesses bouncing off of those businesses to support those businesses. None of that, bro.
All right.
I
So
mean,
we
I'm
at
Yeah,
the
not
that's
here to
bottom, bro.
complain though, but it ain't too many black steel mills in America. I don't know of one. So it's
mm-mm.
like
Okay,
certain
then.
things, certain industries are controlled, and it's like what I'm saying is we got all these so-called rich black Americans that's over there playing in the Olympics representing America. Like
Right.
everybody know charity don't get back to no hood.
All right.
Why y'all can't come through the hood and just say, listen, I'm about to buy 100 black women a Honda today?
Because that's not how it go, brother. That's not how it go, brother. That sound good. I'm 50, but that sound fantastic. But it just don't happen that way, bro. You know what we have to do? We have to get back with our families and show that we can build a business.
All right.
We have to do it, bro. It's us down in here that's dying
And
and
you
watching
know,
our little brothers getting killed in the streets.
that's the
We
whole
have to get
purpose of
out
having
there.
a family is to create business.
Yes, sir.
You're not just supposed to
Yes,
have a
sir.
family and have babies just to send them to school. You had
Yes,
kids because
sir.
they was gonna grow up to work with you at Ken and Sons Body Shop.
Yes, sir. Right. Sanford and Sons. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It
But you
mattered,
know,
bro.
we need our women to start treating us how they treat their boss and they paycheck writers. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? A lot
but
of
but
things
but they,
gotta
but they get
change.
money from. Okay. Let me talk about that right there for our women
Okay.
because this
Hey,
is this is where they come from.
before you start,
Yes, sir.
I want everybody to have their
No
turn to
cursing.
speak. Don't no cursing and
No right. No cursing.
don't speak over each other. Go ahead.
Okay. As far as the women is concerned, this is their argument, brother, and I see their point. I get a lot of women that tells me that since all the way back in the days of slavery, bro, they have been in the position that they have been dominant over the black man. How do they relinquish that power to a black man that won't even stand up for himself and defend himself against another race, but to kill his own people.
We're not talking about a black man that won't defend himself, because if he a black man that won't defend himself, then hey man, that man gonna fall by the.
We talking about defending the race. We not talking about. When I say defending himself, I mean defending this whole race, bro. We would not defend ourselves against nobody else except ourselves. We not taking a stand, brother, in our own community as a people. We're not doing that. So it's harming us. And until we start taking the woman and telling her that I'm captain, you're gonna get on down or you're gonna get with me. My children is gonna be raised by me. If you got some children, you bring them on you bring them on. We have to grab our women, and then we have to ask the Lord, once we done sacrificed, that we love someone, that, hey man, we need generational wealth. Now, I'm finna cut this short. You finna get your generational wealth because that shit that stuff that's finna kick off in Israel, are they gonna come asking you, to come on over here and get on one of these aircraft carriers and we'll give you $5,000 a day. So they finna ask you for your generational wealth. All these little guys out here that's loving these guns, that's shooting these little guns, and they'll bump these guns. They finna see, will you take that and pay for your children's generational wealth? Because that's what they're gonna give you to go over there and fight for the last one. This the last war right here, baby. So we're gonna see where the tough guys are.
Facts.
If they say, hey man, Russia about to come over here and start bombing and blowing stuff up, man, we're gonna ride. You know better than
I'm
that.
gonna ride with you. Yes, sir. I'm riding with the United States all day long. I stand right next to the KKK.
So we but here's the thing about the United States. When them twin towers fell down, everybody on that ground was praying. White people, black people, Asians,
Right,
Germans, Sicilians, Mexicans, everybody of that city was down there holding hands, interlocked, praying because they just went through a tragedy and a crazy situation. But as soon as
right.
they swept everything up and school buses got to going and the bus got to going through the hood, it was back to the
Back
same
back to
system.
normal. Yes.
See, and
And
the
we have
problem
to
is,
change it.
I'm talking about they foot on our neck normal. No love,
Right.
no help, no support,
Mm-hmm.
no camaraderie. We only come together when times is bad. So when this country get destroyed, we gonna take back over in the end. When
Well,
they bomb
I would
America, when they
uh
bomb America and we defend this land and we take over this land, we gonna run
no.
this country after it's said and done.
Okay, that sounds good, but let me hit you on this little point, then I'm gonna give you right back to flow. All right, then we just allowed 30 million to almost 50 million people walk over here that's military age, that's walking over here with all type of guns and all type of resources coming back from they land that can shoot and kill all type of stuff. So think about that. While we allowing them to come and to sit down in our communities and not speak to us, allowing their children to sit in their yard and not even talk to us, walk up and down the street and not speak to us, we might be at war with them, brother, if the white man have to
That's
go to war.
That's true. They could turn on us because they not us. But I got so much faith in South Memphis and North Memphis and South
Yeah.
Dallas and North Houston and I got so much faith in my brothers when it's wartime, when we really get an understanding on what the enemy is and we come together. Come on, man. That's them the last days and we crack the code. It's over.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey, I mean, you got me. I'm with you, bro.
You ready to go right now? You ready to
Man,
go right
what?
now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been here 50 years. I want to see some type of love between us. I don't want to leave
Yeah.
this earth, man, and we hate each other, bro.
Man, y'all on camera shooting this woman in her house. Come
Man, they
on,
doing all
man.
that, bro. They doing all that
We
out
need
there,
we
bro.
Man, listen. And it's crazy because you watch this stuff and you think you becoming desensitized, but really you going crazy.
Right. You watching.
You
Yeah,
not
you just
you not
Right.
watching.
getting desensitized. You losing your mind looking at all that death and murder.
Right.
Right. You can't even go to a gas station in cities around this country right now.
Right.
Hey, hitter.
What's
On my
happening?
Instagram, I got this channel. It's called Nature is Metal, and it's about a lot of wildlife, hunting and killing and biting and tearing other animals apart. And man,
Mm-hmm.
one day I was watching it, One day I was watching it, and it's got to be produced by them other people, because at the
Right.
end of this video, some crazy demented rock and roll came on. I was like, man, I unfollowed that channel. I said, I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all on some sick, y'all not about the wildlife. Y'all on some sick, bloody, gore, weird type. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
I
different,
mean, that's
you
that's
know.
that's the nat that's the nature of a certain breed of them. They
Right.
was all that certain breed of people that you talking about right there. They was all in Washington on January the 6th. That whole bloodline.
Yeah.
Just keeping it real with you.
Right.
You got to
I'm gonna say
understand
this.
that, right?
I'm gonna say this. In Revelations, it say, don't forget how they did you and your forefathers.
Right.
Don't forget how they used to throw your baby and dash your kid's head on the stone and feed your kids
Right.
to alligators. And don't forget all that stuff, how they did you all that time, because it's going to come a time where, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have to pull out the dustpan. I'm telling you, it's
Or
already written.
the Lord can intervene, because I believe in God too. Or He can intervene, and we have to shack up with Him, the best warriors on the earth, and we got to get right there beside them, and we got to take care of business with them.
Man,
That's what's
listen, we
going to
might
wake
be
up.
fighting
That's what's going to
robots.
wake them up. We might be, but the thing is that we ain't never fought nobody better. We from Africa, bro. We ain't never marched nowhere. We ain't never went nowhere to take over nobody. It's not in our bloodline to do what
Right.
they've
This
been
is
doing. They whole bloodline, bro.
this is why your federal government stays ahead of you 20 years. This is why
Yes,
you hear
sir.
things like Vision 2025. They've been working on Vision 2025 from 20 years
Mm,
ago.
yes, sir.
They started building
Y'all know
new
about
arenas
all this
all
stuff.
across America. They got a
Yes.
plan for you. They listen, man. They said by 2035 they want the black household income 0%. So they
They're
got
gonna
a
take care
play
of
that they
everything.
working on. They working on the play. You seeing all these Asian people, Asian companies buying up all the rental properties and real estate. Man, since when an Asian man been a black person landlord in
Man.
Atlanta?
Yeah, I feel that.
Man, it's hard, man. It's hard to deal with, but
They already ahead of the
we
game.
behind.
What'd you say, Cypress?
I say they already ahead of the game.
They already in cahoots. Like America's working with them people. That's why you keep hearing people say, "Man, we selling out to China. We selling out to China." Yeah, we didn't. The Democrat. I mean, somebody's selling us out to China.
What's up with
Well,
it, man?
that'll be your whole Senate.
Listen,
That,
and them
that that'll be
same
your whole
people.
that'll be your whole Capitol building.
Hey,
I like
listen,
how
They
y'all.
can't do nothing but sell out to them. They got the most money.
what
Don't you
Inflation
know
killing the country.
China is over there building everything to destroy us? They building robots. They making all the sexual toys, the roses. They selling us all the crab legs. They selling us everything they can. Generic sushi, fake crab meat. They doing anything they can to help
lied into
destroy.
Africa.
Man, you hear me?
I mean, all of these that sounds good, because that sounds like that you're an American man, and I respect it. I love to hear that, because I agree with my country. I also agree with the war in Ukraine, because if we didn't have the war in Ukraine, we'd be very mad right now, because we wouldn't have no money in this country. The United States is stopping the money from China to get to Europe. China want to trade
Hmm.
with Europe. And if they get through the Black Sea, they're gonna eat the dollar up. And if the dollar get ate up, brother, we in trouble.
Yep.
So I
Man,
don't care. I
listen.
don't care how
Absolutely.
many. I don't care how many
Salute.
Ukrainians have to die to keep you fed, brother, and
All
to keep
right.
you fed.
Hold up, hold
We
up,
got to
hold
do
up,
what we
hold
got to
up,
do.
hold up. We getting way off topic, y'all. We getting way off topic. I ain't trying to be funny, but you know, when we go to talk
We
about
deep
people,
though.
when we talking about nations dying and stuff, that stuff, it kind of ventures outside the guidelines, and we don't want to do that. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah. But
But them things, those things are just part of it. We got a
right,
long way to go. As far as the black people is concerned in this country. We was talking about Nipsey Hussle, to get back on that subject.
right,
I don't know if the brothers there, I'm talking about the Crips or whatever they call them, some gang members. I try not to even get in that stuff. But those guys there, they might not even looked at Nip as a black man.
That's why they did it.
And they
That's
didn't.
what I'm saying. Right.
And they
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. Cause they look like urbics, and
Yeah,
they got
they
that
knew.
hustle. They got that hustle about themselves, right? And they might was jealous, man. Them black men might was jealous,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, that's how it
But
go.
I
Nah,
You
think
get caught out
I
of
think Big U
bounds.
was I think Big U was jealous of him. I say his name. I think Big
right.
U was jealous of that man, and you know what I'm saying, and for him
Yeah.
to be gone, and the same way, my brother down here in Memphis. I'm from Memphis. The same way my brother down there, man,
Dog.
young Dolph. Yeah, you know what I mean. It was sad to see that, but it broke my heart, bro.
Right. No,
Mm.
you hit the nail on the head with
Yeah,
Nip though.
yeah, man. Big you a old hater, man. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
did.
man.
Hey, Macario and Hilda, everybody, man. He backdoored Quando Rondo. Shit, he told Quando in so many words, like, man, go on, pay that homie, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you gotta go feed the hood, pass out pizza, but if you act like
Right,
if you don't get it, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get backdoored. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
yeah,
Try to kill that man.
he
I
shiesty,
mean,
man. He
I believe
shiesty.
they knew. I believe they knew Nipsey was a black man as far as him claiming himself to be
Right.
black. But you know what I'm saying, outside the norm, when I got a clique of dudes, man, and one of them is, his mama might be black, but his daddy mixed,
Hey,
and he get to making
hey,
money, and I ain't got
what
nothing. What you think?
Macario?
Right.
Well, Hilda, let me say this, and since Macario talking
Hold,
about bloodline,
hold on. Hold that thought, man. Listen. You absolutely. Yeah, they knew it was black, but listen, bro. People, man, we're not gonna act like people don't get on light skinned folks because they light skinned and John on them because they light
Facts.
skinned.
yeah,
This woman was Creole and her husband was from Eritrea. You don't think
Right,
them folks suffer some type of blowback and these gangbangers ain't look at them as not being 100% black? Some of them
Well, that's
accepted them,
why.
but a lot of them didn't.
That's why I
that's
yeah,
think Nip was
probably the
kind of
reason why
forced
he
to
joined
join
the
in the
gang.
gang, cause he was
Right,
being
Right.
bullied,
right,
yeah,
cause you look like
right,
a fucking a valet
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Y'all, hey,
yeah.
watch the
right.
language. Watch the language, fellas.
God
You
damn.
know,
Hey, but look, check this out on some real stuff with the bloodline.
Mac, you funny.
Hey, I found out
Hey,
he was Moorish. He was Moorish. He was for real. His grandpa was one of the Moorish kings, man. You know, if you claim your Moorish identity, yeah, they got a lot. Yeah. He had some
And you
Moorish.
got Big you looking like a stooge. Big
yeah,
yeah,
draw.
man. The Moors got a very deep history, man. We have to
Yeah,
read and get a
man,
hold to that. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
That's
Because
our origin. That's our origin. We don't never
it's
take it
very
back.
much so. But it's a missing piece to that. The Moors. We was on the Ivory Coast of Africa before the slave trade even took place. We was there. We didn't have no roads and things like that right there. The Moors was about to come down and teach us how to build buildings and teach us how to
Mm-hmm.
make homes and stuff like that. But the Black Plague broke out up there in Spain, and they went there to
Mm-hmm.
save people's lives, bro. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And a lot of people don't know that the Moors was finna come down there and give us the education. But a Black Plague broke out. Everybody was dying up there in
Yeah.
Europe, so
Yeah.
they went up there and saved everybody's life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what
Black
I'm saying?
the Revolutionary War.
Right. They didn't, but they didn't just leave us. You know what I'm saying? They just went to do something else, man. That people needed
Yeah.
them there because they didn't know how to survive the Black
Mhm.
Plague nowhere in Europe.
Man, we were
You
everywhere,
know,
man. We
we
were
was
everywhere.
everywhere, bro. We took care of the whole world, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, what I mean? People want to fault
It's
the Moors
it's
for
called
not teaching
the
us.
Dark
They
Ages.
couldn't.
Dark
Yeah, but
ages.
we all
Dark
right.
ages.
We here now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we we know about the Moors and their
But
contributions to us.
but back to the topic with it's all following the same line. Like, man, like I said all the time. You come here, you step on their toes, you get in the way. They'll offer you some money to chill out. You don't chill out. You don't play the game like they want you to play the game. They're gonna get you out of here. That's the whole message. It's simple.
Yeah,
In every
I
form and
mean,
fashion. I don't care who you
I,
are.
I
I
believe.
don't care. I don't care if you in where you at.
I
You
feel like I feel like certain people put here to do what they supposed to do,
real shit.
and they realize this. They realize they gonna die doing it. Like Dolph, he realized that, and he was okay with that because he was a genuine. He was like my auntie. She was a herbalist, so she realized I'm gonna die because I'm not taking a medicine. And you know, you gotta
Right.
you really put her with a purpose. So get connected with your purpose and stand for something. If that's
Right.
starting a
Hit her.
Real
business, if
talk.
that's
Real talk.
whatever that is,
Real
you know what I'm
talk.
saying? You gotta
Gotta
connect with your
stand for something.
purpose.
Hit her.
You know, if
Yeah, you
your
gotta stand for something.
What's happening?
We on another show while we brought up Dolph, I wanted to elaborate on just a little bit on what I was trying to tell you on just another little program here about
Right.
Dolph. That shop I was telling you about,
Right.
Dolph knew that when he rolled up in that shop, that there was a safe place. He knew that, hey, if I go up in here, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing to me. So that's the reason why when he left that little car wash, that little corner store, he shot straight to that spot right there because that spot is a safe house. But the little goons didn't know. And
Mm.
guess who fault that is? That's Juke fault because you supposed to let your little goons know, hey man, there's certain places you can't go, bro.
Right.
And that's the reason why he gone.
Gotcha. That's wild.
You see,
That's
that's the
wild.
reason why, dude. He saw them on his tail. He knew that they was following him.
Right.
So he was trying to get to a hot spot. I need to get me somewhere, man, where I know I'm safe. That's the reason why he just jumped out of the
Yeah,
car and ran up in that junk and started looking behind him. Oh, you can't fuck with
yeah.
me in here because, I mean, excuse my language. This my guy spot. You
why
know,
would
you
he
know,
not
you
just
know him
speed off?
because he can't
Why
outrun him.
he can't outrun him in that and I mean in that Mercedes?
Not
Yeah, he
not with
can.
six cars on you.
But he had 6
You got
cars on him.
Yes, sir. They followed him up. Let me get into that part. There's $120. I mean, excuse me, $120,000 that's linked out there that they don't know where it's at. The 40, they got 40 of it. The 40 was to buy the cars to follow him around the city, to buy the cell phones and all that little stuff there, so they can communicate with each other. So they spent $40,000 getting the little cars so that they can follow him around the city. He knew that they was on his butt. So
Hmm.
think about him, his guy in the car with a gun. Why did he just jump right out of the car and walk straight up in that little cookie shop? Because it was a safe house.
Man,
You
you
see, and in that little safe house was a guy that does meetings that's from the mob that
mm.
Big Juke know. So when Big Juke came back to town doing a dude's repass, he went to his little car shop and got on the telephone. And the mob told him, don't worry about it no more.
Man,
And that's that on that.
that's detail, man. I just to keep it simple, the vultures was around when prey was out. When prey is out,
Right.
it is other vultures around.
That's all. But they just didn't know where to go. You know, the Juke never told his friends, hey man, look, there's certain places, man, you can't mess with him at now. You can't touch him here. You can't touch him there. You can't touch him here. He never
Okay.
said that. That's because he's not a killer. So okay then, where the other 80 at? Gino know what's up with that. And they let him go.
Mm.
Ain't nobody told nothing. And it might be not guilty verdicts, the first ones we ever see.
Wow.
Because if they told something, the little guy that went to court, he'll be dead by now. The one that got the little hoodie on that went to court just last time, he'll be dead by now. If somebody done told it,
I mean, you told it.
ain't
Shit.
no man,
That
ain't
means just
nobody
keep
told
it.
nothing. Them niggas, they break. I mean, we never. I just
we
don't feel like
we
that.
heard it first.
That case is not as concrete as we think it is,
Mm.
Damn.
and that's a whole nother show right there, big homie.
For
That's
sure.
what Cyber been
I
saying.
read that one before.
Man, because I just don't believe that case is open and shut as they think it is, man, because it's just so much going on with where that money at. Why did they let this dude out on bond, but they didn't get nobody else no bond?
Mm-hmm.
You know
So
what
you
I'm
think
saying?
Juke
Come on.
For sure.
you think Juke got took out on purpose?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Juke got took out because the $80,000 that he's supposed to be trying to, he took that from the mob. He took that from the mob's payroll. It's two dudes in the penitentiary that runs the Memphis mob. That they've been running the Memphis mob since the '80s in there, and they put him down in there. I was there when they put him in the Memphis mob.
We keep hearing that story.
I was there. I was at Whitefield Correctional Facility, bro, and that was in the year of 2004 or 2005 when Juke was in there doing a little parole violation to go home,
Hey,
and he had some
yeah,
little problems, and the mob walked in that joint and put him down. They said ain't no more problems no more, but he was the man of money. Now
yeah,
when
yeah.
Kingfish, Kingfish got killed. When Kingfish died, they didn't have no leader. And since he had all the money, they made Juke the man.
Yeah. Hey, Macario, Juke, I heard Juke had that joint sold up. That's the only thing I
He
heard about
had,
Juke. Like when I was coming up, they was
yes.
talking about how he had Whiteville sold up. Had
Right.
Gotti dropping shit off.
Hey, can I
I ain't
get
gonna
y'all
lie.
to can
I'm not gonna
can I
lie on that.
can
Well,
I get y'all to hit the like button if you hadn't already? Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man.
I'm not.
Appreciate it.
I'm not. I'm not gonna lie on that right there. When I was in there, they moved me in the pod, bro. The man's wife was working in the control booth, bro. His wife, this is Big Jip. His wife was in the control booth, and every day he got a quarter ounce of dro. That's back in the day.
Ooh.
That yes, sir. And
Ooh.
a quarter ounce of every day, man. We didn't never go eat. Our pod didn't never go eat. We had a party in that John every night, bro.
Man, I heard. Now
And
that's what I
he never
heard.
came out to sell. He never came out to sell. Only thing he wanted us to do was just be quiet.
Hey, that's stamped though. That's what I heard about Juke. That's the only thing I heard about Juke. This shit right here, that shit that's some new, that's some back end 17. But
Right.
like what I always heard about Juke, they'll run off or
I
how he
mean,
was in Whiteville.
and I see somebody saying right here that he was not married. It could have just been his girlfriend, or but we call her his wife because we found out that there's his girlfriend in the working in the control booth down there. She wasn't from that town. She was from Memphis. She drove from Memphis to Whiteville every day. So this is what we learned in the aftermath of having him in the pod with us. We didn't know nothing about dude until in the aftermath of who we had in the pod with us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the
Hey,
but
that
the
boy,
but the
that
cap,
boy,
And Hilda.
What's happening?
he was a good
Go ahead.
dude on that end right there. But he shouldn't have did what he did
Yeah.
with the little brother. Then that's he
Mm-hmm.
should have never
Macario,
did
I
that.
know
He
you.
should have never stepped out and did that.
Yeah, that's wrong. But them, do you know how they folk get down in that country, Macario? Them country folks out there in them county, and out that way, they bringing it in because they cousins and family members. You know how that country
Right,
town. You know how that go. They bringing it
right.
in.
Yeah, man. He was doing good, man. I'm gonna tell you something else. He was in the streets, man. He was a good loan shark, man. He had he had money out there in this town. He still do right now. So you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Gino out. They don't know where the money at. And Gino is the bookie.
Mm, mm, mm.
See, people don't understand that they trying to chase money. They looking for evidence that they can't find.
Hmm.
And they got a court date
you
coming
think
up, and they
God,
got trial date coming up.
Man, that DA said he
you
ready,
think Gotti
man.
going to jail?
No.
I don't think no. God ain't good. Not it. God. The people that had something to do with that is they all gone now.
Out the way.
He skated away. Yeah, he sacrificed. He sacrifices, bro.
So,
Dang. Oh my.
so,
There it
No,
is.
yeah,
Y'all
real
heard
talk.
it.
But
Target
if
right
we
in the
hear
middle.
right, if we hear something from him a couple of years from now that he end up with a talk show or something or something like that, yeah, man, he sacrificed his brother, man. Because they already knew when he came back. Why didn't he have no security? Everybody else has security. Why didn't they put none
Gotti
on
couldn't
Juke?
afford it.
Why did? No, sir. No, sir. Jay-Z wouldn't afford. Jay-Z wouldn't allow security for his brother.
Yeah, how you
Man.
have a big
He,
elaborate funeral like that, but didn't have no security? That's crazy.
right. And
Yeah,
if you look
yeah.
at the picture, of him. They coming through there to OG's funeral. Man, a brother in the back, man. Yo Gotti in the back, man. Basically biting his nails.
Yeah, he
He
did look
already knew, bro.
he looked spooked, but he did.
He
I
was
feel like
spooked, bro.
I feel like he left him vulnerable to clean it up. What you saying right there to clean it up? I feel like he did leave him out there vulnerable. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
and
If you look
he was
at
moving real close.
Yeah,
if,
man.
if y'all look at how when they was at the casket and got it turned around and look, he already knew what time it was. His brother
You know
was
what time it is? Yeah, they sitting out there. They was waiting on him, bro.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, they've been asking him to come to town for at least a whole year to talk about where the other 80 go. Man, where the other 80? You know what I'm saying? We need
So
that,
you
bro. You know this.
so you saying
Mm.
so you saying
Boom.
Gotti knew that Juke was gonna get laid down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this Memphis. This
Yeah.
Memphis. He knew that. They done told him, yeah, man. Hey, man, the other 80 plus
Hey,
plus how? Wait, I
hey,
mean, you took that out. You took that
hey,
from our desk, bro.
and then on top of that, when you mess up in life, you know when you messed up, and you know when you deserve you got your ass whooping. You know, I'm excuse my language,
Right,
but you know when somebody wants you. That's just what
right.
it is. We know that.
What?
We know when the police want me. You know when the folks want yeah.
So you
And just
saying
like your
Gotti could have helped his brother, but he chose not to, and he left Juke out to dry?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. That
Yeah.
all
No,
came from New York. All that came from New York right there.
number one,
We go take one of you.
Juke was doing too much for
So
one.
so so did it come from New York or did it come from the Memphis mob?
Well, the Memphis mob killed Joe. We talking about the
Oh my
security
God.
behind. We talking about the security behind that security, all the security and all that them leaving and all of they was with what's his name
Damn.
Yo Gotti and his girlfriend the whole day, but they wasn't with Big Joe. Why? Because Jay-Z was like, hey man, you my artist, bro. We gonna take care of you, but we ain't got nothing to do with your brother. But he already know what the politics is. Yo Gotti done told him what the politics is, man. They into it with some Memphis dudes. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You can't save him. He
Mm.
into it with him. They gonna either get him or me. You secure
And
me.
hey,
Mama
hey,
was in the car and
Macario, I'm
everybody.
gonna just say this, brother. Hey, Macario, I'm gonna say this. Hey, all I'm gonna say is you really ready to goddamn go for your country. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't mind being a nail in the coffin. You don't mind, man. Shout out to that boy Macario, bro. That boy dropping
But
gems, boy.
I'm just
Better
go.
you than me, goddamn.
I live there, bro. This is where I know these dudes. I'm 50 years old, bro.
Man,
I
I
know the
did, look,
old
look,
dudes, bro.
hey, look, I'm from Memphis too. That's why I'm sitting back
Right. But
listening to you.
I
Like,
know the
oh,
70-year-olds. I know the dudes that 70-year-old that's in the
I
mall.
know you
Them
an old
dudes.
head. I know you know. That's why I'm
Right.
like,
So
man,
them
I'm
dudes don't play. Man, but don't you know, man? Young Dog was feeding them dudes children, man, buying them dudes children school clothes and taking care of a lot of people, bro.
I already know. We know.
So
We know.
when he rolled up in that shop is like, hey man, I know the mob, I know this nigga that's over the mob don't like me, and I know that's what's chasing me. He done paid these goons, so I'm gonna run up in one of his guys' shop. I know he ain't gonna do his guy's shop like that. Shit, he ain't gonna do that. But he did it anyway because they didn't know no better.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
since they
and
didn't know no better, who fault is that? It's the
that's
leader's fault.
yeah. The
So
money
we
wasn't
go,
hitting the right hands, man. The money.
So you
So
don't
well,
think
so
you don't
we
think Dolph?
saying that straight dropping Cornelius ran up, they bumped down on Dolph at the cookie shop, got him out the way, and when everybody found out, they were like, "No, you shouldn't. You weren't supposed to do it right there because that's a mob business."
no,
Mm,
no. Look, okay, you remember when I said they had 6 cars, right?
Yeah,
One of the cars was already sitting at the little. He was at a little gas station at first. One of the cars was sitting there. He peeped the car. So when he
right.
gets up out of there, he shoots down. Catch him into the cookie shop. He can't go. He can't. If he go any further, he going up into a little area to where if they get a hold to him in there, I mean, he gonna get shot at, and ain't nothing he can do up in the
mm,
going toward the airport. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So he knew I got to stop right here. I can't go to my house. I can't go to none of my friends' house. So I got to stop at this little business right here that I know that a motherfucker can't do nothing at
So
because
he couldn't have kept
bam.
driving with the gun in the car? I thought the shit was bulletproof.
No,
Yeah,
well,
the
I
car
mean,
was
but you know,
bulletproof.
okay then, but you ain't worried about what them boys shooting though. I mean, you could be overwhelmed
Yeah.
I need everybody to watch that language. Okay, I appreciate it.
by bullets, bro. And he was looking for a safe spot. He don't want to get caught up with hearing them 100 shots no more. He don't want to
Yeah.
hear that no more. So what he trying to do is
Or
stop it before it even happened.
maybe the vet wasn't bulletproof, but the people that was on him, they don't know because they think everything he got bulletproof because some of his cars bulletproof. So they didn't want to
They didn't
take a
know. They
shot
didn't
at
know a
him
lot of
in the
things.
car.
Mm.
They didn't know a lot of things. You
But
know.
he ain't run up in no cookie shop and be standing on the phone with his back turned. He ain't do that if he was
Now
running from them.
no,
Yeah.
he was standing there. Now he was standing in the door looking. He was standing
Hey.
in the door
And they
looking.
just ran up.
When he ran into the
Yeah.
cookies, I'm gonna tell you what he did, bro.
They
When he ran
said
into the cookie shop,
they
he
said
told
them folk
everybody to get in the
ran up
back.
and he had his back turned.
When he ran up in the cookie shop, he told everybody that was in the cookie shop to get their ass in the back. Excuse my language. Get in the back. So that's the reason why you didn't see nobody.
Oh, that's
He knew what was going on.
so
The
that's
reason
the
why he ran up in
commotion. That was the commotion
right,
for 15
y'all
minutes
go
before the shots rung out.
right. They ran up on him and said, "Okay, then." They didn't know that cookie shop is owned by, I don't want to say his name, but her son is dudes from the mob. He's
Man,
like linked to them.
Well, why his brother
ain't
was
no
just
way
chilling
you
in the car
standing there
then?
for 15 minutes with a AR waiting on some people to pull up and he's
Yeah,
scared for
yeah.
his life.
Yeah, and
Well,
why
you
his
know
brother was just
that
chilling in the car, yo? His brother was just
because
chilling in the car.
he might was scared. I mean, you never know, man. When the shit hit the fan, some
Ah,
dudes
Man.
don't. Some dudes
OG
don't. Some
Cario.
Oh, see,
no, man.
Kanye.
I'm saying he might was scared in the car, man. When them bullets hot, bro.
Yeah, I
You know, I
I'm
mean,
understand.
he might was
saying,
scared, bro.
I'm talking about
I'm
his brother
saying,
was in the car.
you said Dolph knew they was on him, so he ran up in the cookie spot because it's a mob spot
Right,
because he thought he was safe.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
knew he was safe
So
there. It
how
wasn't he
long
Now,
was
thought he
he?
was safe.
How long
Hey,
was he standing in the cookie shop?
let me
Go
say
ahead.
something. Now, he was scared, so he ran up in a glass building when he could have stayed put
Mm-hmm.
in a bulletproof vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That just don't
And
add
did
up,
a
man.
U-turn. Right.
yeah,
You in a bulletproof vehicle with
Mm-hmm.
an
Right.
AR-15.
I'm finna take
With
my
more than
chance.
one car on you. With more than
Yeah.
one car on you. With I mean, with
I'm
you
gonna
don't know
bust a
how many
U-turn.
cars. You know, he busted U-turn and fell up in the spot to where he felt safe. I know you cannot do
Yeah,
Mm.
but
nothing
you in a
here.
bullet. Man,
And
I feel safe
the
in a
car,
bulletproof car instead inside a cookie
I
shop.
don't, brother. A bulletproof car is only bulletproof for so long, bro.
Yeah, it is
You
for
should be
real.
able to get away though in that Corvette from whatever they had out there.
No
You
cap,
know,
no
but
cap. That
I mean,
ain't
but this man done had 100 shots fired at him. He done been hit another time, brother. He's gunshot, bro.
And he got
He
an
don't want
AR with him, and he
and he got an AR with him. He want to shoot it, but he by himself.
he was with his
It's life
brother.
and
and
death right now. He feeling life
you
and death.
He was
You
with
know,
his
he's being shook
brother. His
down.
brother was with him though, Cario.
And then I
one
mean, you
thing
know,
I
you could die with
noticed
your brother.
Oh man.
about Dolph was after he got shot in that arm wasn't really moving the same either. That arm that was in the
Uh
sling, that jump
yeah.
wasn't really moving the same.
Yeah. It
Man,
was a
that man
little
just
it was
didn't,
a little
that
still.
trauma, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That trauma
Yeah.
of taking them shots. I mean, he got 100 shots fired at him, bro. And what I'm saying is
And
that to think about how long it take, at least let's say 6 to 7 seconds of 100 shots
bro,
hitting your vehicle.
he had
Yeah.
100 shots shot at him and went and got on stage and rapped the same song talking
Yeah,
about
he
King.
did.
Right.
He did.
I
He
feel you.
did.
You see what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
saying though, okay, then that's a part of his persona. But when it come back down to reality, and when you got really hunters on your ass, I mean, excuse my language, things a little bit different, bro. That when he started seeing the trails on him, oh man, these niggas following me. I got these brothers following me. Where can we go?
I'm gonna ask you this though. So would you rather stay in a bulletproof car and take your chances or get out and go in the cookie shop because it's the mob house?
If I would have knew that he was in there, if I would have knew that he was in there, I would have went there. Because but that's me and how I might get down. But if my homeboy in there and I know that his word is good around that town, and I know that ain't nothing finna happen there because I done probably paid my dues.
Mm-hmm. Publicly
So
paid the
bam,
dues.
right. So I'm falling up on where I know where I'm gonna be
So
safe.
you gonna get out your bulletproof vehicle.
Yes, yes. Because that car is only bulletproof for so long. What if 6 cars on them? What if three
So you
cars on
gonna
them?
get out your bulletproof
Uh,
vehicle and go in the
Yes.
mob house.
Yes. You
Man.
might make that decision, bro. You might make that decision.
Long enough to get away?
I don't know, bro. You know, what I mean, you considering getting away in a bulletproof car as if that little bitty Corvette
Man, he
is big
should
enough
just.
to hold AR bullets.
Man, he
I
should.
ain't
If he
trying to be
felt.
funny. I ain't trying to be funny, bro. But listen, this got you beat, Cypress. You said it was 3 shooters. Now it's daggum near 12 shooters now.
Sharp.
If we got 6 cars.
We got 6 cars. We got 3 of them that was trailing him. One that was at a one that was yes sir. Yes, all of this right here was going on. He had been being watched for like two hours.
Man, that whole
Well,
week,
how
They
was
boy.
didn't
dude
Hey,
waiting at the gas
Man,
station then?
listen.
that nigga
It
was
was
man,
two
all week.
it was two
the wrong the wrong dudes was at the gas
Hold on,
station, I
Cario.
believe.
Hold on. Let Sight go.
it was the 2 niggas that ran up to the thing, and there was the nigga on the inside that kicked it off. But it was multiple cars and niggas out there, but the nigga on the inside and 2
Hey,
niggas.
Sipe, I want to monetize this video, man. Please.
Oh my bad.
Thank you, man.
It was 2 cats that ran up to the glass, and the other cat that was on the left side. It was multiple niggas out there, multiple dudes out there. But
Hey, Kenny Adams said, man, that Corvette would have outran all them cars out there.
I
Pull apart
swear.
cars.
Man, you gotta think about him hitting somebody else, man. You gotta think about all of that, man. That's
Man.
young Dolph,
So you
man.
gon' you gon' you gonna
This
get
is a
out and go in a
star.
glass cookie shop?
Yeah, yes. He ain't you got to understand, man. This man is trying to save his life right now. You see, you still thinking that, oh, I'm young Dolph that's in the ghetto and blah blah blah. This man thinking a whole different way now, bro. He's trying to save his life at that moment. Me riding around in this car is not gonna
I'm
save my
thinking
life
stay in the
trying
bulletproof
to be
car and get
Batman.
away.
That's what you think. That's what you think. You ain't got the millions of dollars that he got. He trying to
Well,
stay
I
alive. If I can fall to my grandmama house and know that I can get in that junk, you'll get to your grandmama house. If I knew I can get to my homeboy house, and I know he got a whole bunch of guns, I'm gonna get to my homeboy house. If I can get to the mob house before I'm gonna get to the mob house. But they
man,
didn't know.
Man, he could have drove that.
man, when them boys coming to the town, they collect. From what I heard, Cario, you it's like a hit and miss, but it's like it was it was something
I
else,
mean,
bro.
you
Like
would have you would have
for
stayed
him
in
to
your
stop
car.
there,
I take the same bet with 3 shooters, man. I'm taking the same bet with 3 shooters.
Yeah, I mean, I go with that over 6 vehicles.
Right.
I mean, they got plenty of vehicles. The
I'd be a
vehicles was bought.
daggone fool to let 6 vehicles trail me around the city. I'm just saying.
No, so you
Right.
gotta let me explain that. I explained that to you. As
And
he was
you
going
shoot
down the
something
street,
better
a
than
car be
all of
behind
them.
him.
Okay.
They'll turn off another car, get on him. This is how they did that. As he was driving, one car turn off, another car get on him. This car turn off, another car get on him. He
one at the
started paying
gas
attention
station.
to that.
One
And
at the
then that's the
gas
one that
station.
when he parked at the gas station, they pulled up at the gas station with him.
That's because they
Well,
knew he was going to that cookie shop.
that don't make sense. If they were gonna pull up at the gas station, they would have got down on
Man, the same one was at the
Well,
gas station. Hey, look,
you
Cypher, that girl was at the gas station. Was the same one filming y'all dog dead. She was on the scene.
Yeah,
right.
Out the
yeah.
Yeah,
Because they knew he was coming to that cookie shop.
I don't see them letting him make it to the cookie shop when they pull up on the gas station line with him. I ain't letting him get that far. I'm gonna go get down on him right there.
because
And if you
they
look
didn't know
at
that
it,
he was going to the cookie shop. He
they
fell up in the
knew
cookie
not
shop.
to. No, you saying he fell up in the cookie shop because he was running for his life, scared. He got out the bulletproof Corvette and went in the cookie shop, scared.
man. They wanted him
Told
at the
Right.
everybody to
scene
get
spot.
down.
Right.
It's either you know he
And
was
his
going to the
brother
cookie shop
stayed
or
in
you
the
didn't know
car
he was going to the cookie
His
shop.
brother stayed in the car.
with the
That's
strap
it.
and let him get out and
Scared.
scared for his life.
Scared for his life.
Nah, man, I don't buy that. Nah, no sir.
Shit, why not?
Hey! Look, Toy did he dumped somebody down though. He dumped the driver down or the passenger or one of them. He dumped one of them down though.
Right. I mean, in the aftermath, sure. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, but I'm just saying that's what he was supposed to do though. But when he seen that
Yeah.
car when that car pulled up at that gas station, dog seen it. He seen the car when he seen the car. So I got to make it somewhere quick. He made up his mind to pull up in the cookie shop when he seen it. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, he
The
can't
car,
go to his house. He can't go to his nigga house. I mean, he can't go to the weed spot. He can't go. Where can he go? He had to go to a safe house. I mean, okay, I'm
The
in a
cookie
bulletproof car
shop.
with gas in it. I'm in a
But
I'm in a bulletproof car
but
with a gas tank on it.
Bro,
man,
they
Cario,
designed that, man. They designed that, bro, where you can't shoot the gas tank, man. Get out of here.
Man, you
man,
got to be mad, brother.
okay, Cario,
Brother,
check this
y'all,
out.
these
Cario,
bullets is
Come
different
on
these
now,
days, bro.
dog.
but Cario, check this
Come
out.
on, man.
Sit
If
down,
Dolph was scared,
Carl.
if he was scared for his life, he wouldn't be at that window. He would have been hidden, locked in a room or in the basement or in the attic or
Man,
But I'm
wherever they
saying
got him.
he's
if he was
looking out the
scared for his
window,
life, he ain't
bro.
going back
He
to
looking out the window.
bro.
Man, that's
He looking
crazy.
for him. When they
I would
pulled up,
I
he
would
was
have took
looking for him. He knew that they were coming, bro.
I would have took my
He
chances
knew that
with
it
the
was on him.
well shit. He said he wanted to sacrifice it.
Well, he did. He made the wrong decision when he pulled up there. He pulled
Oh
up there for a
man,
reason.
you crazy.
Man
I
said
don't
he
What
know
wanted
about
reason?
that,
What
man.
that
reason
man
was him to pull up there?
hey,
That
that
man didn't
man
need no cookies, man. He could have got anybody to go get him some cookies.
I'm just saying what came out of his mouth on Big Facts. He said, I want to sacrifice young dog so everybody can remember Adolf Thornton. That's what he said out of his mouth.
Oh, come on, Mac. Get
Come
off
on,
of
man.
that, Mac.
Come
Get
on,
off
bro.
of it, man. Mac, get
But
off
Hey,
of it, man.
I'm just
nah, he
saying.
said that. He said that.
Oh my
I don't know nothing about that right
You
there.
got a
But
Adolf
I
Thornton
mean,
Street. You got a Dolph World. Man, he doing it. Got a museum. Got the card show. Man, he
I
doing it,
respect that,
man.
man.
He left a good legacy behind.
He
Just like
did.
just like when Rick Ross leave, he gonna leave the promised land. That's just what it is. You ain't bigger until you die.
What them
And his
see?
little guys is making good music too, man.
OG. So is it
Yeah.
gonna be a Rico of some sort?
To be honest with you, bro, I really believe that case is going to end up getting dismissed, bro.
oh, they're gonna stand G theory.
Oh man, I
Because I
don't
mean,
know about
what
that.
evidence they got?
They got evidence because they seen that man go into that condo. They had
With the
used when
same
Dolph
clothes
died.
on.
They had used real satellite footage to get
They
what happened.
zoomed
Okay,
in.
They used real life video from the satellite when
okay,
Dolph died. Yeah,
and that's straight drop, right?
yeah. Straight drop gone. Cornelius gone. Them
Okay,
folk gone, bro.
what about the other brother with the dreads?
He
I
Oh,
don't
states
know.
he
probably
states evidence.
Yeah,
He
he'll
he
start witness.
states
he
he
gonna get
states
probation.
evidence. He gave the telephone that Straight Drop gave him to communicate
Whoa.
Yeah,
So
with a picture
yeah.
Well,
of
then
Straight Drop
I mean,
wearing the
well,
clothes that he was standing in front of the cookie shop with. They
well,
done.
they don't sacrifice brother, and he gonna when
Oh
he
my.
get to the penitentiary, he'll get his tail then.
Hey, Fall Guys,
what
man.
you
You know that.
what you think they got out of Teasy's phone?
Ain't
Phone
no tell.
calls,
That's the $1 million
Texas.
question, bruh.
I would
That's
love
the
to know
$1 million question.
what they get that joke from.
That's another $1 million question.
I don't know, man. I mean, but uh,
What they got out of them two phones may trump everything they got in them file cabinets. Just
you
honest.
better know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got some. They got some out them
Straight
jump.
drop phone.
I
Real
mean, the
talk.
killing part is that them little dudes, man, all them little dudes talented and can rap, and now their whole career is over with.
Right.
That's crazy.
All I know
So
is
you don't
go
think it's
ahead.
gonna be a Rico act on CMG?
I don't think
Mm.
so.
Huh? Why you don't think? Oh my God.
I
Hey
Be-
man,
don't. I don't think
all
so.
I know is man, Gotti ain't going to jail for this, man.
because
I mean,
they gotta prove CMG a game for one thing,
and
which is a
No, they
everything
record.
don't.
gonna get
No,
blamed
they
on
don't.
Juke.
No, they don't. Because Juke was part of CMG. That's our ownership.
Man, everything is
Damn.
finna get blamed on Juke,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
Yeah.
right, everything is gonna
Yeah,
get blamed on Juke, and rightfully so. Shit,
that's
blame it
our
on the
opinion.
dead man, and let's move on with our life and see what money
Exactly.
can we keep. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't lost so much money, bro. Ain't nobody got no catalogs out there where they trying to live in Seattle. Them dudes in Seattle don't want to hear no Memphis music like that. So they ain't got no. They ain't got no. They can open up for somebody, but dude, they ain't got no catalogs like that, man.
Who
Yo
ain't got no?
Gotti the only one.
Man, Glorilla, man, just won 3 awards back to back. Man, them folk got catalog. You know what I'm saying? Money Bag, one album, all gas, no breaks. That was a catalog.
I mean, that's all. That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Yeah,
nobody else though. Nobody was
Hey,
No,
bodying him, bro.
man.
He talking about the people that tied up in the case.
I'm
Right.
a
Them dudes
Yeah,
ain't got no catalog.
oh yeah,
And
they
I'm
ain't got no
hold up and
catalog.
let me speak on Moneybagg Yo because he got a nice little he got some hits now in some CDs and stuff, but he don't have no catalog to where I want to go see him headline,
Yeah, I
brother.
feel what you're
big
saying.
pressure.
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
Okay,
But
I don't want to see him to be the last guy on the stage.
no, but look, check this out. I thought you was talking about them type of guy, but you was talking about straight draw. Yeah, they ain't got no catalog like that.
I'm
No,
gonna
So
they
say
ain't got no
this.
catalogs.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
say
you right.
this. It's gonna come a time where you gonna see Moneybagg and Gotti part ways.
Yes, they don't like
Yeah,
each
Right.
other anyway, bro.
and that's gonna be and they gonna make it hard for Moneybagg soon as he try to part ways because he making them too much money.
Yeah, they don't like each other anyway.
No, they don't.
Right. People don't know that. You got to be around Memphis. If you was around Memphis, you would know that Moneybagg Yo do not like Yo Gotti.
Hmm. And
And I mean,
especially after he put that text out of Juke, that really set the world on fire. What them niggas ain't
Man,
gonna
yeah, but
do.
he need him right now. I mean, what Yo Gotti? Who else he got right now? He can't be in Memphis too much.
He in Memphis right now.
Yeah, but I mean, he got so much security around his ass.
Like,
mhm.
that's how you gotta move with security.
But hey, man, we be hitting on some stuff, man. But them cases right there from Nip to even the little brother Fulio, man, them some real sad cases, man, because like we said, we lost so much of some dudes that was innovative, man. They was businessmen.
Right.
Now, I don't know too much about Fulio, but I'm just saying, other men that
Yeah,
we done lost. Soldier Slim way back in the day. Soldier Slim had a real brain.
yeah,
Right.
King Von, they was afraid of King Von, but he was a real businessman. And
Man,
I
I don't
mean,
know
they
about
get rid
King
of.
Von,
Yeah,
man.
What I mean, what I mean by business, hold up. What I mean by businessman is that he was a mob dude, but he was a business mob dude type of dude. That's a
yeah,
businessman.
yeah.
He's
But
a
yeah,
businessman, bro.
but they
Whatever
looked
it
at
is,
him.
it's
Hey,
about business.
but Cario, you know how they.
can we really be sad for people like King Von and Julio Fulio? No, I don't.
Me
Yeah.
I
neither.
understand. I understand.
Like
Yeah.
You
you
know,
live that shit, you live it, you live that way, you gonna die that way. Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
opinion.
and that's
Right.
I
how
mean,
that's
I,
how we
I
was taught.
understand. That's how
Live
we
by the
was taught.
gun, die by
You
the
got it
gun.
right. I feel that way, but at the same time, like Big Hitter told me earlier, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about a Nipsey. But I mean, but he explained to me the things that he did. I had to take a back seat because I looked at my phone and he had did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. Then I see that he was really moving the community, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And no matter, yeah, man, all of us got some bad in our background that we done
Mm-hmm.
did that we don't want to tell nobody we done did, bro.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
okay, God,
Shit, your
God can
life
come
for.
back and vet. He can come back and vet all of us for that, bro.
Yeah,
Right. That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
yeah, man. So you know what I mean? I mean, Dolph came here, he did what he did, and he gone early, but look what he left. Same
yeah.
thing with
That's
Nook. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they left us. They look, we only talk about dead men, man. We Tupac too. You know what I'm saying? I still love Tupac. You
yeah.
know
He
what I
And I
mean?
got
Because
feel
yeah.
that
I
affected
feel
me.
like I feel like the way Dolph died and the reason why he died is not a good example to the youth.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
No, that's
But
a
I mean,
fact.
but
You know,
he didn't.
like you
He didn't
can't
have
you
no choice.
can't you
He didn't have
can't
no
go
choice in that.
around this. You can't go around. Listen, listen. You can't go around dissing your opposition for monetary gain and not expect for your life to be took. You can't do that.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
rule to war. Like
To the
you
to the
can't go
game
around
now.
speaking
Yes,
on
sir.
somebody's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Man,
You right.
this in the game
Disrespect.
always.
You right.
Hey,
You know when? Yeah, you right. You right. Today and
hey,
age, you right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't
Disrespect
no
get
more
you
rap
gone
battling in
fast.
the hip hop and the home stop. No, ain't no more of
Right.
that. Once
Right.
ain't no more pop locking and break dancing. No. Once Pop
No,
died and
you
Big
right
died, that changed the seriousness, that
of
changed the
everything.
money in the industry, and it changed the seriousness on how I can get real with just black men, black people, you know. And anybody that adapt this hip hop culture, they gonna start killing each other because they think this is what we represent. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
China don't want you. That's why China don't want rap in China because they feel like niggas gonna start wearing bandanas and killing each other and gang banging
And
and
looking
start
like
driving
us, right?
low riders. That's what they doing now. They twisting up their hair. They twisting up their fingers. They riding low riders. They trying to get BBLs.
Right.
Mm,
They tried to get thick and eat more food and everything.
But you wild for that. You wild for that.
They
Hey,
sure need to
they
eat more.
all want to be like us.
You
We
Yeah,
know
the
it.
no,
best in
that's
the
a
world.
yeah. We are no
We have
doubt.
to realize it though. When we realize it, and you know what I'm saying, like look at us five men on here, man. We done joked and had enough fun, and it always end up to something serious, and then we'll get back into something, and then we'll always end up on something serious because we serious men,
Right.
and that's the problem that we wild men too. If we ain't got nothing to do, if we ain't
Yeah.
running some company, if we ain't running something, a household or something, we wild.
Yeah.
real
And
shit.
then that's our and when now man we're gonna progress more every time we do this. We're gonna come out of this as far as growth is concerned, man. We saw Nip, we saw Young Dolph, we done seen King Von, which you know blah blah blah, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, we saw Pac and Biggie, you know, we saw Easy. I mean, we done seen so many of our guys, man, that has came here that was leaders that's been done away with by different means, and we
Right.
still here, bro. You know,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
No, that's facts. And it,
we
it's just
they can't get rid of us. They can't kill us all off. So they just have to allow us to kill ourselves and do away with ourselves. And until we get our queens right, like y'all said earlier, and get back
And I'm
to,
gonna
hey
tell you,
man, the household.
hey, I want everybody listening to the chat. Shout out to Alabama hitter, OG
Yes, sir.
and Mac. I want everybody
Awesome.
to realize that, man, black people in our culture runs the world. It's running
Yes,
right.
the
sir.
election. We
Right.
Mm,
run the world. If we say no,
Right.
we not going for that, and we not participating in that, them folks
mm,
gonna
Right.
have to come up with a new program.
for
Yes,
real.
sir. They doing it right
That's
now.
why, man. I don't want to get too political though,
Ken,
but
Ken, what you
man,
Yeah.
saying?
a black woman and a black man, we got to come back together, man. We got
Yes,
to stop all
sir.
this stuff, man. Black
Yes,
woman want to
sir.
go out there and just vote her own way because she want to have her own home by herself and pay her own mortgage. Like all this got to stop.
Mm, for real, man.
All
I mean,
this
you
Right.
gonna have
stuff
to
is
let them.
crazy.
We're gonna have to let them women go. You know, I mean, they
Yeah,
stuck in their
I
own
mean,
ways.
they gon' those gonna be the 80 babies women that die off with single with no man. But I don't want my daughters not growing up and not having a man. One time my
Right.
daughter's mama told my baby, you ain't gonna need no man when you get older. My daughter was a baby. I had to stop. I said, hey, stop talking to my daughter like this. She was born to have a husband, so I don't know what you want.
For
Like you better
real.
Right.
get girl, you better get out of here with that foolishness. You
Right.
ain't gonna have no man. What wrong with you? So we got to watch what
Nah.
we speak and what we be rapping and singing to these songs and stuff, because we either blessing ourselves or we either cursing ourselves.
Mm,
Right.
Nah, that's a
fact.
fact. You know what I'm saying? Life and death is in the power of the tongue, man.
Come
And
on, man.
It is.
if you ain't speaking life, you cursing yourself. It ain't no
You
middle
know.
ground.
Cause
Right.
it's
Yeah.
powerful. We are made in the image of God. So when we say, when we feel, when we love, all these
Mm-hmm.
things, all these emotions, but when we speak, our strongest words can move mountains. Like you telling
No,
that
that's a
man
fact.
he ain't nothing and he ain't this and he ain't that. Man, he already got an oppressor that's built a whole system fortified for him not to win.
Come on now. Nah, that's facts.
So I'm gonna ask this question right here because we really done jumped into a real cool debate here. Man, what's up with the black community that's now talking about they want to vote for Trump, and Trump is trying to get rid of his vice president and picking up a black guy.
Listen,
I
man.
don't,
Trump, listen, Trump signed the HR 1242. That's the 400-year commencement act of African American history in this country. which is the 400-year demarcation since when Africans touched this land and we became slaves. And in 2019, that was the 400 years. Trump did sign that legislative law in. So he got a lot more work to do when it comes to giving us our just due. And them other people that you think love you, that then allowed you to fall behind in your, listen, man, them people that you think love you, they should have never let you and your family and your mental even fall behind to the point where you don't even know what's going on if they loved you.
Right.
Right.
But they just gave you Section 8 and housing and said the man can't stay there because we love you.
Right.
And y'all
I mean, you
took the
know,
money because y'all
we
wanted to
we
feed the kids, and we understand that. But we just ended up in
right.
prison and we out here killing each other and we need to go home.
Nah, that's
Well, you
fact.
know that. But then though, you know,
Black men
they
need to
made that
go home,
decision.
man.
The black woman made that decision when the black man was trying to run off from the slave plantation, and she's decided to stay right then, bro. See, we got
Well,
that's a
listen,
long
man.
way back. Was when she was when we was running off, saying, "Hey, baby, come on, baby, let's go. We finna get away from Master, let's go." And she was saying, "Oh, Master, good to me here." You know,
Okay, but some
that's
of
the.
them dudes running off, they didn't have nowhere to take them women, and I understand that. Some people stayed in slavery because it was better than running
I
off
mean,
into the field. You see what I'm saying? And go where?
but I
You in
mean,
a
you know, I
strange
mean,
land. But now you got
right?
money. People say, oh man, all these women want is money nowadays. Well, my guy, do you have some money? Ain't you grown? Where is your money? And once you get a certain age in life, it ain't nothing wrong with tricking on no woman. You supposed to be grown with money. If that's gonna help you get the girl, handle your business.
I
Right.
don't know if I'm gonna use the word trick under any circumstances. Uh, you know what I'm
Well,
saying? Because if I'm gonna use it, I'm
however,
gonna
however,
because the
however
word
you
trick.
want to
I
say
mean,
it.
the word trick would constitute prostitute, and I won't deal with one.
Well, what I'm saying is
Mm.
underhand or overhand, the money getting blowed. So, however you want to
You
do it,
know, I mean,
you want to.
if I got a woman that wants to be in my home and love me and my son, I'm a single dad, love me and my son. He 9 years old, and she coming to my world. You know what I'm saying? She can't prostitute herself to me.
Well,
All
what I'm
right.
saying is whatever it takes to get you a woman, you shouldn't be concerned with whatever it takes. You do you. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying
Okay,
go pick up
yeah,
no prostitute walking the street or pick up a girl. Like, nah, we saying, well, if
no,
you a grown man, it don't matter what you got to do. Handle your business. If you want
All
to
right,
buy
right,
fellas.
gifts, if you want to pay
Hey,
rent,
hey, this was a good one, man. But we finna shut it down, man. We 2.5 hours in. I gotta,
man,
I
Hey,
gotta
hit
make
him.
a move for tomorrow, man. But I appreciate y'all, man.
shout out,
man,
hit 'em.
we gonna be here
For
every
sure, for
time,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, man. No doubt about it.
Love y'all, man. We love y'all, bro.
Much love, fam. Much love. For real.
Out of here,
Hey,
bro.
for sure, for sure. So listen, to everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. I I honestly wanted to do the YSL Woody thing, but we kind of got off tracking and on another set of circumstances. So we're gonna I guess Woody gonna be in there for the next 2 weeks. But for the most part, I guess I can go over this for the last 5 minutes. Woody didn't look good today. And he basically, if y'all don't know, his homeboy got hit up about 3 weeks ago. His homeboy name is Threat. And to make a long story short, Woody basically threw his homeboy Threat under the bus for the unaliving of Donovan Thomas, Nut, YFN Lucci homeboy, the OG Blood member. You know what I'm saying? And it was wild. It was wild. Woody, he held his own for a minute, but as as things kept going on, yeah, he folded. Not gonna lie, he folded. And basically, what he did was he told these people that he gave the rental car that he asked Thug to rent for him to his homeboy Threat. And Threat in return, well, I say it like this: his homeboy Threat took the rental car, and the next morning, Woody said he woke up to all the commotion about Donovan Thomas being out of here. That's a bad look on Woody. Just to keep it a whole stack with y'all, that was a bad look on Woody. And they called him up. Let me see if I can show y'all that part, man. Y'all give me a second before I go. If y'all haven't hit the like button, take this opportunity to hit the like button, family. And we'll run through this little piece right here, and we will touch base tomorrow, fam. Cause we popping out all week. And like I told y'all stay tuned because we got we may have a special guest coming through. Speaking on the situation with Finesse 2 Times and OG Boo Dirty. You know what I'm saying? Lucky Me, what you say? Lucky Me said, hit her when you come to Memphis, bruh. Bruh, I've been coming to Memphis since I was 5 years old. I got family in Whitehaven. I got family in Hollywood. So yeah, I've been coming to Memphis for quite a spell, bruh. Quite a spell, man. Yes, sir. So, all right, let's check this out, y'all. Y'all give me a second. Let me switch up, and we're going to go through this, and we're going to get up out of here. Salute to everybody that's still rocking with us, man. If you're still rocking with us, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, fam. For real. All right, let's get into this a little bit about YSL Woody. I know you may know me. You may know me, bruh. Let's check this out. Salute to Seti.
What we will eventually get to with Mr. Copeland, I believe, is that he's the person who told the police initially on the night of the murder about certain facts that were verified. And when I say verified, that we have corroborating evidence to support it. So Mr. Copeland, when he talks to police in June of 2015, he told the police that Mr. Williams rented the car that was used in the murder from.
Can I stop you for just a second?
Yes.
It may be that some of the things were verified. It may be you have presented evidence or will present evidence that some of the things were verified. The question that you asked was, did you know that all of the things you told them were verified? So that's the issue.
Okay. And I didn't mean all, but some of the things that he told police were corroborated. Maybe a better version.
That's how you said it.
Yeah.
Correct. So it was inartful, but what I was talking about is the things that he told police was corroborated by other evidence. And so
do you have a response to their motion for mistrial with regard to you having said, did you know that all of the things you told the police were verified?
Your Honor, I would ask that a mistrial not be granted, but that you ask the jury to strike that question, and I can rephrase the question.
All right, you need to be more artful.
Hey, the state, if I'm being honest with y'all, man, the state has presented a god-awful case. Unless it's just blatant, I still think Thugger coming home.
From the get-go with your questioning from here on out, understand? All right, I propose to instruct the jury, remind the jury that nothing that any attorney says in questioning is evidence, and also to strike Ms. Hilton's last question entirely from their minds. Any further curative instructions proposed?
No, Your Honor.
Salute to Nikolai. Salute to my dog Corral, man.
How about from the defense? Talk in your mic if you don't mind for me.
Make sure that after the court gives that instruction, we do not abandon the motions that have been joined in by everybody. So I don't have to get back up and say, that's not good enough.
No,
we don't agree.
I'm asking you now, and I understand y'all would still prefer a mistrial, short of a mistrial, which I'm denying at this stage. These are the curative instructions I'm proposing. If understanding you'd still rather have the mistrial, is there anything further curatively that you all would like to add?
On behalf of Mr. Stillwell, I have nothing.
All right. All right, nothing from anybody else.
No, Your Honor, just the same thing. The rule is that before the next question is posed, we have to again ask for a mistrial, but you just said that that's preserved. So
She not granting a mistrial. Let's get Woody back on the stand.
They told them, that's why I can't tell you exactly what I don't told them, because I can't remember what I said.
Okay. Did you go to Club Crucial the Monday before Donovan Thomas?
Yes. He was clean, super clean. That's what that interview money gets you. That's what that Sick Cheese money, you know what I'm saying? That's what that DJU money, that's what that Dannon project gets you. That Dancer project, yeah. That's what that gets you, man. My boy clean.
Was killed.
I probably did.
All right. And at Club Crucial, did you get into a fight with Kel?
I don't recall.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Thorpe that you got into a fight with Kel at Club Crucial the Monday before Donovan Thomas got killed?
I probably did.
Okay. And did you tell them that was after you were flashing money while you were on the stage?
I probably did. I would Detective Thorpe, his brain was the size of a squirrel brain. So you could just tell him anything, he gonna go for it.
You're right.
See, some of this stuff don't even need to be said, but that's Woody for you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be a jerk. He gonna be an a-hole. Par for the course.
He's gonna ask permission to treat Mr. Copeland as a hostile witness under pursuant to 24-6-611, Your Honor.
Granted.
Thank you.
What that mean?
Don't worry about it. That's just for her to understand how she can ask the questions. You just continue to answer them truthfully.
Isn't it true that in this January 11, 2015 interview that you told Detective Thorpe that at Club Crucial on that Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed, that Kel punched you in the back of your head?
I don't recall what I told the detective.
And is it all? I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
I don't recall what I told him specifically, however you pronounce it.
Okay. And is it also true that after Kel punched you in the back of the head, then other people came and began jumping on you as well?
They time gonna come.
That's not the question I asked you. Is it true that you told Detective?
Why you in the courtroom talking this gangster talk, man? Come on, bro. They time gonna come. Man. Woody different. He different, man. Yeah, shout out to T-Town, man. I rock with Tuscaloosa the long way.
Thorpe, during this January 11, 2000 interview, that after Kel punched you in your head, that other individuals also began to jump on you as well.
I don't recall what I don't told the police.
And also in that same interview, is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after they jumped on you, you ran outside of the club?
To get wet.
Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after they jumped on you, you ran outside of the club?
I ain't doing no running.
Okay. And is it true that after you ran outside of the club, that you told Detective Thorpe?
I ain't doing no running, Miss Hilton.
Okay. Well, is that what you told Detective Thorpe?
I told you I tell him anything.
Okay.
They got Woody tight. Black Prime, what it do?
You want the truth though, but I ain't doing no running. I'm gonna make other people run.
All right. And once you went outside of the club, you saw an individual by the name of Bloody J.
Did I do something to him?
Once you went out of the club, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you saw an individual by the name of Bloody J?
I don't recall.
Okay. And when you saw Bloody J outside, you asked them what was up. Like, why did they beat you up?
I don't recall.
Okay. And that one of your friends ended up beating up Bloody J.
I don't recall.
Okay. Then you also told Detective Thorpe that after this incident on Club Crucial, the Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed, you told him about a meeting that you were aware of involving an individual by the name of Mo. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe about this meeting with a person by the name of Mo?
I don't recall.
Now, did you also speak with, is it true that you spoke with Detective Thorpe about the...
That's the get out of jail free card right there. I don't recall. That's all you got to say, fam. But y'all gonna see, he ventures away from the I don't recall, and it get bad.
night before Donovan Thomas got murdered?
So it may seem like I'm trying to help Doug out. I'm not trying to help him out. I don't care nothing about him, what he got going on, nothing. I care about the truth. The truth was I was going through a phase in my life, and I have put all the blame on him. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he got going on. But y'all got me on the stand, and I'm telling the God honest truth. Leave me out of this. I made all these stories up, put the blame on him to get myself out of the situation because the police told me they want a big fish, and I'm a little fish. They ain't who I want. So when they told me that, my only motive was to convince them that I'm telling the truth about this guy right here, and I'm lying.
Okay. Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that the night before Donovan Thomas got murdered, you were actually at the studio with Thug?
I doubt it. I don't recall.
Okay. And that you asked him what happened?
I don't even know what happened.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you asked him what happened?
I don't recall.
And the first thing you told Little D was, damn, they gonna say that I did it, bro.
Huh?
Isn't it true that you told Detective Thorpe in this January 11th interview that after Little D told you that Nut got killed, you said to Little D, damn, they gonna say I did it, bro?
That's pretty bad. Man, let's watch this unfold.
Okay.
Okay. Isn't it true you told Detective Thorpe that?
I don't recall.
All right. And he responded to you, shit, before I know you ain't do it.
Who responded to me?
Little D, that's what Little D said to you.
He said what?
Shit, but I know you ain't do it.
Is that what he said?
That's what you said to Detective Thorpe.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Then is it true that you also told Detective Thorpe that as you were leaving the McDonald's, Moontook called you?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you don't recall Moontook called you that night? Okay.
I don't know.
All right. And that Moontook called you on FaceTime?
I don't recall.
And Moontook, for the record, is MOONK TOONK.
Moontook is Thug brother, I believe.
And is it true that when Moontook calls you, you told Detective Thorpe that they think that you and Moontook killed Nut?
I don't recall.
And at that time, Detective Thorpe asked you for a number for Moontook.
He did?
Do you remember him asking you for a phone number for Moontook?
I don't recall. I don't remember what we talked about in the interview.
Okay. Time Detective Thorpe asked you for a number for Moontook.
He did?
Do you remember him asking you for a phone number for Moontook?
I don't recall. I don't remember what we talked about in the interview.
Okay. And also during that interview, you told Detective Thorpe that Moontook actually FaceTimed you.
Oh, you can tell Thorpe anything, he'll go for it.
And in that same interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that initially you didn't want to come to police headquarters, but you talked to people and asked them whether or not you should come down to the police headquarters?
Boy, lied through this whole ordeal.
Ain't nobody give me, I would not listen to nobody, not even you.
Okay. Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe? So at first I asked like, hey bro, they saying I did it. I need to go to headquarters. And he's like, nah, we need them to call you. And I told everybody I didn't have nothing to do with it. So I called, I was trying to get the best advice I can. Then the next, they was like, oh, I called my girl's mama. I was talking to her before they shot her house up. Me and her was talking on the phone.
You put me here to tell the truth. The truth is I made it up. I had to keep telling you this. So the police come get me. Man, we got you. You put a gun out on us, man. Just give us your boy Thug. What y'all want me to say?
On January 11th, did you pull the gun out on anybody? On January 11th, 2015, did you pull the gun out on anybody?
I ain't did nothing.
Okay, so you went down to the police department on your own, correct?
He a star witness, but they also declared him a hostile witness, which is a catch-22. It's crazy, man.
I don't recall.
Okay, and when
I thought I was here to tell the truth.
okay. And what's your new version? What's your truth today?
that I lied.
And that you lied about everything back in 2015?
My truth today is I lied and put the blame on others for a lot of activities. I ain't telling on myself. I ain't got nothing else to say. I don't recall.
Okay. Now, did you also talk to Detective Thorpe about you at one time being cool with Bloody J or being friends with Bloody J?
I don't recall what I told detective, investigator, what deputy, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, and then you stopped being cool with Bloody J and APG once you started hanging around Thug.
I don't hang around other people.
Okay, is that true that you told Detective Thorpe in this January 11, 2015, that when Thug started letting me hang around him, that's when you were no longer cool?
I'm from Mechanicsville. I do what I want to do.
Woody, wild, man. Woody is absolutely wild. Hey, you got to give it to this prosecutor. She is keeping her cool under pressure. She hadn't had the best showing during this trial, but like I said before, she been on 2 weeks vacation and she really came back refreshed. And y'all gonna see how she jam him up.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm asking you what you told Detective Thorpe.
I tell Detective Thorpe anything to get him off of me.
After Donovan Thomas was killed, did Deshaun's mom's house get shot up?
You said did her mommy house get shot up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you call telling Detective Thorpe about the fact that her mother's house got shot up after Donovan Thomas was killed?
I don't remember if I said it to him, but I know her mom's house did get shot up, so I don't know what I told him.
So if you told him that her house did get shot, that would have been the truth and not a lie, correct?
Look, y'all had 50 police investigators questioning me different times. I don't remember, because I know y'all trying to trick me to get me back in jail. I don't know if it was Detective Thorpe, Gaten, Dennis, or whoever the other police is here. What I don't lied and told them. But every time that they came and told me, I sat in front of them and gave them whatever I wanted to tell them. And if it was the truth, it would not take no 10 years later for them to try to go do anything about it or to go back and use it. I'm telling you today, I told you before y'all put me in this courtroom that I lied. I don't want to be here. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not in here trying to work in nobody's favor. Y'all is not fit to put it on my conscience that I don't sat up here and lied on these boys for stuff that I don't did. Not what I did, but for stuff that I'm not fit to sit up here and lie on them. And no, I don't care. Stop asking me questions. I'm not fit to lie on them.
Okay.
All right,
That's crazy.
Mr. Copeland, listen to the question that Ms. Hilton just asked you and see if you can answer that question. Just pay attention to what she's actually asking you and answer that.
Yes, ma'am.
So my question was, on January 11, 2015, you told Detective Thorpe about Deshaun's mother's house being shot up, correct?
I told it to a police. I don't know which one to be specific.
And that was not a lie, correct?
Her house was been shut up.
Okay, so that wasn't a lie when you told Detective Thorpe that, correct?
I don't know if it was him I told it to.
I don't think we got a clear answer yet. Overruled.
So that wasn't a lie though, correct? If you told any police, whether you remember being Detective Thorpe or Gaither, was that a lie?
Did her house was shut up?
Yes.
I'm saying.
So was that a lie?
What you mean?
You just said
so when you finessing the police, this how you finesse the police. You take a little bit of the truth and you take the bullshit and you put it together.
Okay. So
that's how I outsmarted Detective Thorpe and Gaither and everybody else. Take this right here, because I know they didn't know this, and put it with this over here.
And
man, I guess you could talk like that when you got immunity, but it just ain't a good look. And this judge, man, I honestly feel like she gonna end up taking Woody to the cleaners. We're gonna see, but look at her. She don't look pleased at all, fam. She look like, and if you've been watching this trial, she real happy-go-lucky. Not today.
And during all of your interviews, did they tell you we're going to have to corroborate what you said?
And if you take all of my interviews and put them together, let's see what you come up with.
Okay. But did they tell you that? Did they tell you they were going to corroborate everything that you said? Overruled. Did the detectives tell you that they would have to corroborate everything that you said?
I can't tell you. Y'all have so many police talking to me. I don't know. I can't say what they done told me.
Did Gaither tell you on multiple occasions, I'm going to have to verify what you're telling me? I just can't take your word for true. I have to verify what you're telling me.
I don't know nothing about all that. I don't recall.
You don't recall that? let me ask you this. Do you recall talking to Detective Gaither while you were locked, after you got locked up in June of 2015, calling her on her cell phone while you were in jail?
I don't know. I don't recall.
And do you recall asking her, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be able to get out? And she kept telling you, we got to verify what you told us.
And did I get up?
I'm asking you a question. Did she tell you?
Listen,
we have to answer my question.
I'm about to, you want to. If I called Detective Gaither and she said she had to verify anything I said in 2015. In 2015, y'all locked me up every month. Y'all locked me up February, I got out March. Y'all locked me back up March, I got out April. Y'all locked me back up June, I didn't get out to 2019. So if she verified anything I said, there were 4 years that and some change. I did 51 months in the federal prison. Nothing been verified that I said, or whatever the case is. I haven't heard anything from Detective Gaitman, but it's nothing to spend the police.
So my question
is nothing to spend the police. Divine Black Rose said, did they include the stuff they caught Thug with in the case? I'm assuming so.
to you was, did Detective Gaither tell you that she had to verify what you said?
I don't recall.
All right. Now, and during the course of this January 11th interview, isn't it true that you talked to Detective Thorpe multiple times about all the incidents that occurred in the weeks leading up to Donovan Thomas getting killed?
I better have a different story every time.
Okay. Specifically, you told him a couple times about the incident at the Cascade skating ring. Isn't that true?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Specifically what I said. I know if you take anytime I talk to the Detective Thorpe, I bet you ain't none of my stories gonna be the same.
Okay. Well, isn't it true that in January of 2015, when you first talked to the police about what happened with Donovan Thomas, you were actually trying to protect your friends and you didn't want to give them all the information back in January of 2015?
I'm just trying to protect myself.
Okay. But then I
got a family to protect.
Okay. But by June of 2015, you finally disclosed everything that you knew about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder and everything that happened leading up to Donovan Thomas's murder.
No, so what y'all did was y'all kept locking me up and putting me in isolation, putting me in protected custody at the Fulton County Jail, where people putting feces out on the wall, locking me in the room, keeping me in there 23 hours a day, fucking up my mental, and keep dragging me back and forth, trying to make, man, listen, man,
So I ask you my question again. Isn't it true that in January of 2015, you were trying to protect your friends, so you didn't give the police a lot of details about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder?
I can't, can you ask that again?
Sure. Isn't it true that in January 2015, when you first spoke to Detective Thorpe, you did not give him a lot of details about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder because you were trying to protect your friends?
She absolutely owned it right here.
No, I just had enough time to protect myself by getting my story together. Like, I'm only thinking about protecting myself. Why would I try to protect some people and then wait down the line and give them up? They don't make sense to me.
Because isn't it true that in June of 2015,
But that's exactly what he did.
you thought that Thug was trying to kill you?
If I thought Thug was trying to kill me, I'd be trying to get him.
Okay. In June of 2015, did you think Thug was trying to kill you?
That's what I told the investigators.
Isn't that true?
I don't recall.
Okay. And also in June of 2015, were you involved in a number of retaliatory shootings because of Donovan Thomas being killed?
Huh?
By the time we get to June of 2015, were you the victim of a number of retaliatory shootings because people thought you killed Donovan Thomas Jr.?
Calls for speculation.
Well, as to the compound question, you can try to ask it more simply. She's asked, I'm going to overrule with regard to speculation because she's asking about his own mind.
So,
oh, there you go. That's a good answer, Pressure. I'm glad he didn't get charged with that. Like somebody said, this is a whole witch hunt, fam.
in June of 2015, were you the victim of a number of retaliatory shootings?
Well, y'all locked me up in February. I got out March. Y'all locked me back up again, March.
Let's skip ahead a little bit because he redundant with that.
He was on his ass. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on, y'all. Let's catch this right here.
In the midst of the beef between YSL and If Gang.
All right. Threat had beef with Rich Homie Coin. I don't know what they beef was about, but Threat had beef with Rich Homie Coin, and he was on his ass. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who was on who's behind?
Threat was on Rich Homie.
Okay.
And yeah, Threat was on Rich Homie, and Threat got into it with Nut, you know. That's it.
And at the time, was Rich Homie Quan claiming affiliation with If Gang?
Huh?
Let me ask this first. Are you talking about Rich Homie Quan and Threat? Was this back in 2015?
What you mean?
What you were just telling me?
No, it was 2014. I think it was one of them years.
And just for record, this is Threat right here. This is Threat and YSL Woody. Threat was gunned down about, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago. But that's Threat, that's YSL Woody. That's his homeboy. Ride or die. Yeah.
And at the time, was Rich Homie Quan claiming affiliation with If Gang?
I don't know what Rich Homie was claiming.
And you said that Threat got into it with Nut in them.
I don't know how it went, but I know that. Yeah, Threat like that.
Okay. Is that what started the beef between YSL and If Gang?
Threat wasn't YSL, like, you know what I mean? Like, people, YSL is not what y'all making it be. Like, I keep telling y'all that. A person can wake up and say, Atlanta is a monkey see, monkey do city. Like, you see people doing something, you just do it. I mean, and people say, just because I know this person, oh yeah, I say, I take a picture and say I'm YSL or whatever, but.
And that's what he mean by monkey see, monkey do city. You know, there's a lot of people that were claiming YSL that was not YSL. But to their defense, YSL did not have a criteria when nobody quoting nobody in the YSL. You know what I'm saying? You just hung out and and that's what it was.
Threat was MDC. You know what I mean? There wasn't no YSL or that shit.
Did he ever stop claiming MDC and claim YSL?
No, we don't switch up. That's just what it is.
And you said he claimed MDC. What's MDC?
I don't know.
Okay, but if you said he claimed it, do you not know what MDC stands for?
It's none of my business.
So when you say he's claiming MDC, what do you mean? When you say he's claiming MDC, what do you mean?
I don't ask questions. That's what I mean.
Okay. Is MDC a music group?
Ask them.
I'm asking you.
I think they got rappers. I don't know.
Okay. Are they a music group?
Huh?
Are they a music group?
Sustained.
Does MDC stand for most dangerous clique?
Ask them.
I'm asking
I'm
you.
from Candyville.
Okay.
I'm from Candyville. You're going to stand on that.
But you said he claims MDC, so I'm asking you, does it stand for most dangerous clique?
If I say yeah, and if that ain't what it stands for, you're going to say I'm lying. So I don't know what it stands for.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Gates and Detective Dennis about members of MDC beating up Little D from Mechanicsville in the club, in Club Crucial?
I don't recall. Probably so. I ain't no telling.
Do you know if members of MDC beat up Demikian or Little D from Mechanicsville in Club Crucial?
They did. I was laughing too.
And MDC, are they from Bowen Homes?
No, that's me. That's them.
Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis in an interview that you were cool with MDC dudes because you grew up in Bowen Homes and they from Bowen Homes?
I'm from Canterville.
Shout out to Bowen Homes. I got people in the old Bowen Homes. Salute to them.
Earlier, we talked about who you hang with, or back in 2015, who you were hanging with back in January of 2015. And did you tell detectives in this same January interview, Detective Gaither and Dennis, that outside of Shannon and Little D from Mechanicsville, you're not going to see them hanging with anybody else?
I don't recall what I told the investigators.
Did you also tell them that there's not going to be one time that you don't see you and Little D together, no matter what?
I don't recall what I told investigators. But Lady is not he don't have my life. He not like me. Lady is a pretty boy. He for the girls.
Okay, so when you say he's not like you, what do you mean?
I don't recall.
Okay, so why did you?
Hey, some of the stuff that he say I don't recall to is just insane. You know what you mean by when you call a dude a pretty boy. It just is what it is. He into the girls more than he into the other stuff. That don't even justify I don't recall. But you know, it's crazy because he'll say that in this instance, but y'all will see going forward when he need to say it, he absolutely just goes off the rails.
Just say that.
I don't recall.
So when you say he's like the girls, what do you mean?
He's a pretty boy.
Okay.
He's not a troublemaker.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean? Why did you tell me that?
Lady was only around for the girls.
Okay. So when he got beat up in the club, was that only for the girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So if he's only about the girls.
Lady is not a fighter. He's not a shooter. He's just a pretty boy.
Okay. Are you aware of Little D shooting at people's houses after he got beat up in the club in April of 2015?
No, Lady don't know how to shoot no gun.
Okay. Were you aware of him being convicted for that?
Cause Lady wanna be something that he ain't. So he probably took a charge. Ain't no telling.
Now, are you familiar with a person by the name of Trivia? Back to the police department in February 20th.
Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's go right here.
I told her to get down. I pulled the gun out, put my baby behind my back.
No, right here he's talking about when dudes bumped down on him and got to busting at him, and he had his girl and his baby in the car.
And the car pulled out, like if it come, like they were trying to figure out which way they wanted to go. Then they turned my way. I told her to get down. I pulled the gun out, put my baby behind my back because she was in a car seat. I pulled my gun out. I can't remember if I threw my child in the back seat with my baby mama or if I just held her behind my back. But the car rolled onside me. I seen all these windows up and I didn't just want to shoot anybody out for paranoia. So I waited. They rolled up, let they window down and tried to shoot. And I shot all in their car.
And what happened after you shot at that car?
I ran around, grabbed my baby mama out the back seat, told her to duck behind me as we tried to go back into the apartment. And they got out the window and tried to shoot. They shot. And I shot back at them again. And then the car started making a lot of noise. They ran to a house. They jumped out. And I shot at them some more. Then the neighbors, somehow we couldn't get in, but she got in and we ran. The neighbors in their house. And
the neighbor, the house you ran into, were they initially outside as well when the shooting first started? Do you remember?
I think it was, but it was so fast. I wasn't caring about them. My only mind was on my kid and my baby mom.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. People don't even, women and children are just not off limits no more. These boys, hey, they was going crazy. Shout out to the ATL, man.
And when that occurred, did you feel the need that you had to protect your child and your child's mother?
That's my job.
And that's why you shot back?
That's my job.
Okay. And Once everything occurred, did you wait for the police to come to tell them about what happened?
No. I was trying to dip, but when I came out, the police came so fast. Shit, they caught me.
And when they caught up with you, did you tell them everything you just told the jurors right now while you were still on the scene, still back at Carver Homes?
No, I lied and said that somebody named Tay was shooting back at them.
Okay.
And when he said he gonna call Gaither, whatever her name is, I knew she was gonna be like, which Tay? So I just went ahead and told her I was shooting back.
Okay. So when you went down to the police department and you spoke with the detective, do you recall initially not wanting to tell them who shot at you or who you saw shooting at you?
So, I mean, I tell it over and over and over and over and over that I never saw no one face. I to this day, I still never saw no one face.
Which makes a lot of sense. You see them windows roll down and you see them pipes. You got to get active. You can't wait to look at nobody's face.
The detectives, they pressured me. They kept asking me. I didn't know nobody. And then the next day they wanted the gun. They gave me 24 hours. I didn't give them the gun. They locked me up. And when they locked me up, they put me on isolation. They wouldn't let me out the room. I was going crazy. I was thinking about when nobody out there to protect my baby mama and my child. I was losing it. Shit, I was going crazy in that room. So I just went putting things in my head, and I was requesting to speak to the police so I could say anything to get out, so I could get out there and do what I know.
That make all the sense in the world. I ain't gonna even hold you. You know what I'm saying? They out there and you locked up. You trying to get out there to protect your people. You know what I'm saying? Can't fault them for that.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the interview now on February 20th, 2015. And looking, did you tell the detective who you were interviewing with that the gun was back at home and that you were going to go get the gun and bring it to them?
Yes, I think I told them that. Okay. I told them if they let me go, I'd bring the gun back.
And that specifically, you won't call Gaither and give Gaither the gun.
I don't know if I said that, but I probably did.
Okay. And did you ever give Gaither the gun?
No.
Why not?
You crazy?
They asked you for the gun. Why didn't you give it to her?
I knew I was gonna get in the gun from the start.
Okay. So my question to you is, were you concerned back then about being labeled a snitch?
I was playing the victim card. I keep telling you that. It was about being labeled a snitch, because if I was concerned about being labeled a snitch, I would never even try to finesse my way out of no situation, because even lying to the police, y'all to put it in there as in this and then third. I know anything that I say to a police officer, they're going to go into a police report anyway. So it's self-explanatory. I only care about getting myself out of situations to protect my family. That's it.
And is that why you're changing your testimony here today?
I'm not changing my... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because you're concerned about being labeled a snitch?
Miss Hilton, the damn word called me a snitch.
There it is. Hey, man. Come on, man. Hey, stand on it.
I'm only concerned about telling the truth today. I don't know what nobody else did, but I do know that I have lied on people, and I don't want that on my conscience. So today I'm sitting here telling you the truth. I told you the truth before y'all called me in this trial. I told y'all I have made it up. I told y'all that. I wasn't going to say anything about nothing to hurt my friend. My friend was strict. I was only protecting him.
So when you told the detectives about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder, were you protecting Threat?
Yes, I was going to keep Threat name out of it as much as possible.
Here we go.
Did Threat have something to do with Donovan Thomas's murder?
I don't know what Threat got something to do with it, but I know that there was the last person I gave that car to.
What car?
The car, the Infinity car. And I wasn't going to say nothing about it.
What Infinity car did you give the Threat?
The Infinity car that I had.
Okay. Is this the same car that you went to the rental car place with Thug and Thug rented the Infinity?
I'm talking about the gray Infinity car that me and Zachary was riding in. I wrecked the car, put up on threat, gave the car the threat, and I left.
Okay. You gave threat that infinity. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on one second. Y'all just confused me.
Bam. Got him.
What you say, Yana?
Well, I wanted Ms. Hilton to ask the question clearly and you listen to it and answer it. So ask the question you asked him a minute ago, if that's what you want the answer to.
The infinity that you're talking about, is that the infinity that you went to the Atlanta airport with Thug when he rented the infinity?
What you asking?
You're talking about an infinity that you gave the threat, correct?
Right.
The infinity that you're referring to, is that the infinity that you went to the Atlanta airport with Thug when he rented the infinity?
Yes.
Okay. And that was the car that Thug rented, correct?
I asked him to rent me a car, and I rent the car, and I gave the car the threat.
When did you give the car the threat?
The same night I read it. The night before that happened.
Before what happened?
The same night it happened. I can't remember. I gave the car the threat and I left.
Where did you give the car the threat at?
At the studio.
What studio?
I pulled up and gave it to him and pulled right off.
What studio?
Hey, that's a good point, Divine Black Rose. The judge called him Thug, prosecution called him Thug, the witnesses call him Thug. Only people that don't call him Thug is the defense.
It was by Northside Drive, Marietta. It was one of them streets.
Was there anyone else at the studio when you gave the car?
I didn't go in the studio. I pulled up. I was pulling up, and I seen threat. I gave threat the car, jumped out of the car. It got in my charge. Called my brother to come and get me.
And was this the date Donovan Thomas died? Was this a few days before? In relation to when Donovan Thomas died, when did you get threat this vehicle?
I gave threat that car. I read the car, gave it a threat.
So when you wrecked the car, why would you give threat a wrecked vehicle?
So I could. What you mean? It wasn't damaged bad. I don't know. I hit something on it, and then shit. The thing on the car it was tripping. So
yeah, they got you. They got him.
When I pulled up, I wasn't giving it to threat, but I just seen him standing outside. And I was like, he like, what you about to do? I'm like, just get these key real quick. I'll be right back. Gave threat the car and I dipped.
I'm gonna give Miss Love a D+.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Y'all think Woody screwed the pooch, or you feel like that Woody held his own and it's still grounds for a mistrial? A lot of people are thinking this is ground for a mistrial. This is a whole circus. This is Universal Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus. Yeah. It looked like we're gonna keep looking at it, but Woody basically he kind of folded at the end. But he's still not implicating Thug. He's just basically saying that he gave the rental car to Threat, and Threat ended up, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what Threat did. He said he gave him the rental car. The next morning, he pop out and everybody saying the nut gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, he was okay until that last question, and they jammed him up bad. What you say? What you talking about? What you say, Judge? Like, nah, bro. Nah, they got him. They probably popped the bottom behind that one. They definitely got him. But hey, I just wanted to go through that with y'all. I'm sorry it took me so long to get around to, but this is gonna last for another couple of weeks. I think they're gonna hold Woody in there for at least 2 weeks, and we'll see how it turn out. But fam, I appreciate everybody that came through and rocked with us. I think I want to appreciate Cinematic Ken, Cypress, Matinee Mace, Mark Macario, everybody that added to the show tonight. Appreciate all the mods, Divine Black Rose, Anissa, ZK, everybody that rocked with us, man. Salute to my dog, Corral. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, much love to you, bro. Appreciate you always coming through and showing love and support. To my dog, Big Pressure, I appreciate you. Jonathan Boyd, my dog Snipes, man. Everybody that's rocked with us tonight, I want to give you a huge thank you, man. If you came through and just hit the like button, didn't type a comment on that, I want to say I thank you. I appreciate you. And man, listen, as we stand right now, we are 5 away from 2K. That's a big accomplishment, fam. That's a big accomplishment. And I want to say thank you to everybody that helped us get there. Shout out to the Hit Squad, man. Real talk. And everybody that support the channel, it means the absolute world. Whether you send a super chat, super sticker, you drop a cash app, or you buy a membership, it all helps. So we appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Much love. And I appreciate that, Divine Black Rose. Real talk. And Snipes, you know I got a passion for this, man. You already know what it is. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep grinding, we're gonna keep going up, man. So hey, to the Hit Squad. Until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Much love. Gratitude.